Alright guys, so what's up? My name is Red and I am hereby presenting you game number 1 of the show match between Mattheus and St4rk. 1 vs 1, 5 games, $75 donation, I was going to say prize pool here. If you want to increase the amount, feel free to donate anytime. We've received a generous donation of $25 already, so the winner will receive $75. Let's go, man. Let's go. Alright, so 1v1, and it's gonna be on ECL Arabia. Just gonna check here. Yep, there we go. ECL Arabia. This is really important to me, as I do not want to see too many cheesy and toxic moves here from neither of them. And it is going to be Vietnamese versus Scots. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. How did the civs get chosen? It's gonna be random, but the second game is gonna be Mirror. And to be honest, I expected some other civs, man. Pick the 2 worst civs in the game, yes sir. It seems like that, man. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Should I call it an admin re, man? Just for the sake of seeing something more beautiful? I was going to say, man. I was going to think. Oh my god. No, man. We gotta go with the flow, man. Hopefully we're gonna see something better in the upcoming matches, though. Oh my god. So yeah, what's up? It's Mattheus here on the top right hand side of the map with the Vietnamese. Looking at his map, it's... God damn, that's also not the best map, is it? Yeah, you're right, Malmadra. You're right, GPN is also right. So let's see about this. The wood lines for Mattheus certainly not the best. One on the front, the other one also the front. Some on the side of this map, I was going to say. Sorry, I'm kind of nervous here because it's such a beautiful matchup already. Thinking of all the possibilities that we could say, and you're right, guys. This could be a late game for sure. And yeah, other resources: gold on the back, stone kinda side to the back. Another gold on the side. Certainly not the best positions, but this gold is actually fine. I've seen worse. By the way, hi there, Nobro fan. Welcome. And yeah, let's see. 4 on wood already. So not gonna see anything like scouts or something like this. Kinda understandable with Vietnamese. Probably some more archer-based action. Let's see. Maybe thinking of this. And yeah, nothing too special. Though the front here is wallable. Those sides are maybe wallable to a certain degree as well. The left-hand side could be a bit more difficult. Certainly difficult. Also, this hill not the best one, as the resources are there. If the opponent St4rk applies pressure from here, could be a bit of a bad situation. Though we must not fear any trush, as if we see a trush, it must be the most committed one. We are playing on ECL Arabia, a map on which the towers have been nerfed already. Speaking of the opponent, player number 6, aka St4rk. Oh my god, man, this map also, he's surrounded by hills. Definitely a really bad map already. Each of his resources are on these hills, either here or there, or also on the top of the hill, like these resources. So yeah, really bad map there. And wood-wise, also extremely terrible. Each wood line is just simply bad. There's no other way. I'm sorry for using the adjective bad there a couple of times, but this is the only adequate way to describe the situation. He has a gold on the left-hand side. He could wall this up. Also, he could go for some wallings here on the top of those hills, but this is going to be extremely difficult to defend this one. So not the best situation at all. And I feel that St4rk needs to play it especially aggressively here in order to prevent Mattheus from entering his base, basically. Alright, so yeah, this is what I will go with and go for him. Goths for an what we could see a man-at-arms. That would make perfect sense. We see one Verger already going for the mining camp here, and a barracks incoming. St4rk is clicking up with 21 pop. And Mattheus going for 22 pop. Maybe we can see some archers from him. Could be possible. With the Goths, obviously, you have a little bit of cheaper infantry there. With the Vietnamese, yeah, archers are certainly better, but the problem with the Vietnamese is they're kind of limited, as in the early game, it seems that archers are the most viable threat to go for, though later they have access to battle elephants, and this could maybe spice up the game. And now we see a 21 pop. Oh no, yes, 21 pop for St4rk, and 22 pop for Mattheus, though. Viet have better archery earlier, though. And Eels and Castle can help. Exactly. My words. So yeah, 2 villagers on gold. This is going to be Mad Arms for sure. There's no doubt. And Mattheus just spotted this one. And this could be interesting for sure. And the question is going to be if st4rk is early enough with his Mad Arms approaching there, as Mattheus clicked up 1 villager earlier than you would expect him to do so. But first of all, guys, we are seeing no villagers on gold there. This is interesting. And not expected there at all. So I asked myself, what are we about to see? Is it? For now, it looks like a scrush. It looks like the scrush that we've seen from Project Belgium there a game ago. So that's weird. Flickspread, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. And indeed, guys, it's gonna be a scrush. I mean, 2 lumber camps, also no gold being gathered, just a lot of food here, but no farms, interestingly. The Mad Arms are incoming though, a couple of seconds now, and there we go, Mad Arms are there. And it is going to be a difficult situation for Mattheus, in my opinion, as with his scouts, so far he has only 1 scout, which is his initial one. And yeah, it's going to be the question if Mattheus is going to handle this situation adequately in order to prevent those Mad Arms creating a lot of damage here. With those palisades, obviously it's gonna be a tough one to defend. But so far, st4rk not doing that much of damage, just creating a little bit of idle time there for 1 villager. This is a bad situation for st4rk, but there we go. Oh my god, dude, what are you doing, man? Oh my god. Well, what happened, st4rk? What happened? Well, I mean, this happens to me every time I do a Mad Arms, but at least st4rk did something with this Mad Arms that is not too much of idle time. Not at all, to be honest. Just 1 or 2 villages building up walls, that's it. But st4rk actually used the time to go for a wall in his own base. And he actually went for that architecture that I was talking of. Especially this on the right hand side is, oh my god. Good luck dealing with this one, defending it. But with scouts, obviously, it's going to take a lot of time to go into the space. So I understand going for these palisades, it's going to be enough for st4rk to prevent them from entering for now. But yeah, so far, also typical gameplay by st4rk, which is just walling up his base and now forcing the enemy to do something about it. And in the meantime, just improving his economy there, step by step. So I don't think that we're going to see too much of st4rk for now. Aggressively speaking, militarily speaking, could be some stuff that he could go for. So far he has just 2 villagers on gold. That is nothing too special. He already has enough to click up gold-wise, but food-wise, obviously a lot of food missing yet. Let's see how he will deal with the situation. st4rk isn't known for ever going pike mango. Well, that is true. Let's see. He's also shifted his economy a tiny bit there with 1 villager still on gold. Going for wheelbarrow now. And Melkor just saying, you know what, if you can do this, I can do this as well. So he does that. He's walling up his own base, guys. Villager-wise, Mattheus is leading. 32 villagers to 30. That is interesting. But not too much. Maybe there's a difference of 1 villager as... No, wait a sec. Why is st4rk that much behind, though? Did he go for Town Watch? Don't think so. Did he? Well, as a matter of fact, Mattheus is leading with this villager count. And what he does is what we know him for, and that is scouting the map. He's locating relics, he's looking for other interesting resources on the map, just to secure a lot of map knowledge, and maybe from that work his ways in the mid-late game. Just in a way to maybe control those relics. This is what we will... I'm just saying maybe, as we're not on Arena, but those kind of things we see Mattheus doing on Arena for sure. But for now, locating those additional resources, also a big advantage for him. Let's see. Arch ranges, no surprise with Vietnamese going for archers, but also stable that he used for his scouts. Could be useful for him to go for the next stage and then going for battle offense. And speaking of which, st4rk is going for Castle Lich right now. Quite early. I mean, quite okay for a Man-at-Arms into Castle Age right now. I'm just a little bit sad for him, as his Man-at-Arms was not the most successful one. I feel that he could have at least gotten one villager there, but his main aim was to wall, and he reached this aim, so it's fine. He's going for gold mining as well, and let's see if he wants to go for stone or something like this, because yeah, it would make sense for him to go for Huskars, especially if he deals against a person who has the Vietnamese, in this case. Most likely expecting some archers incoming, but doesn't have to be. He could go for archers himself, which is not the most viable thing, not the best thing to go. And instead he goes for scalebounding armor now, and also bloodlines. Are we going to see some knights? Well, with gods you don't have the best knights at all. You just have a little momentum at the beginning, I would say. And after that, your knights are slowly losing their strength. Mattheus obviously going for bloodlines as well, but not for knights. I believe that he will just simply go for battle elephants. In addition, we will see some more crossbows. Calf archers, well, you say that, Malmadra, and actually, it's a sad one that you say, but yeah, we've seen it in the last game, didn't we? But, I mean, talking about the Goth calf archers, right, that we've seen. Well, let's see. Let's see if we're gonna see some calf archers here. Because GPN says it as well, they're very strong because Viet HP bonus only weaken imp. There we go, and indeed, calf archers. Three archer rages calf archers. Looks like a Hans player here, right there. The only thing missing were those crossbows. Yeah, archers and crossbows in between scouts and calf archers. They've been skipped as the enemy was not applying pressure anymore, so instead we see some tanky calf archers. Interesting stuff, and not that much of a bad idea, I must say. Calf archers quite viable option, especially if you have some bonus that you could profit from. And now we do see some knights now by Stark, and this could be quite interesting. So in theory, the more calf archers you have, the better against knights. Husbandry also incoming though. Let's see. 2 stables. This economy is barely enough for 2 stable production, constant production. Interestingly, another TC incoming, so this is an indication that Stark won't just go crazy now. With his knight production, I mean. Instead, he will boom a bit more. With knights, it's quite obvious. If we see additional TCs, it's not likely to be more of those knights incoming. With calf archers, it's quite different, as they don't require food in the beginning, so the only difficult thing about that is going for more TCs, in theory, as they require the wood that you spend on calf archers. In addition, we see a siege workshop, which makes perfect sense. A mangonel against calf archers, quite good, quite nice, instead of going for skirmishes. There we go. Doesn't make too much sense, as he doesn't have arch ranges in the first place. Also, tech-wise, he would need to tech them to make them viable against them. Against calf archers, he would at least need botgun arrow against those. And then also elite skirmisher upgrade. So all of this would be too expensive, according to Stark's mindset right now. Instead, he goes for more knights, and especially this mangonel. So let's see how this is going to turn out here. Those are slow to CA. I wonder if they will work. Yeah, wow, this is a good question. For now, they are playing pressure, and they're about to enter this space. This TC is a quite optimistic one, gotta say. Because those calf archers are about to enter this place, and there's only one mangonel, and they... Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. Unless Stark has a master plan idea. For now, we don't see too much. Let's see. Well, guys, I'm not sure, but what Mattheus does here is certainly nice to watch. But Stark playing it quite defensively here, and it's gonna be the question. For now, he has enough time to build this TC, which is a nice defense, at least for this part of his base. But on that, this summer camp is a super risky one. If those calf archers managed to go in here, this would have been devastating, but they're not able to do so, and instead Stark is just doing what he does here, and this is just walling and walling and walling. TC for farming air. Yeah. Hmm. Meanwhile, we'll see a third TC incoming for a second TC incoming. No, a third TC. Wow, their mind's blind. There we go for Mattheus. Villager-wise, Stark is on the same level there. He's catching up though. He was behind there with 2 villagers. He is catching up. He's even leading there. There we go. Stark is master of defense. Yes, sir. Scaleboarding armor incoming from Mattheus. Wait a sec, wait a sec, wait a sec. So interesting, we see this monster. That is completely correct what Mr. GPN has said. Nothing to just ignore. And scaleboarding armor, are we about to see some elephants in the end? I'm not sure. Not too much that we see for now. No, we just see knights. Just see knights. I mean, okay, makes sense. I mean, Battle Elephants don't make too much sense here in this case. I was just asking myself, just a little bit too hyped there with the Vietnamese. But obviously, knights make sense against mangonels. There we go. Oh, one monk already dead there. That's 100 gold down the drain. Unfortunate stuff. We see a forward villager though. What is going to happen? Are we going to see a forward? Resource-wise, no one has enough stone to go for a castle. But we see Stark will do something like that. Probably. Love Grandpa Terror. Nice name. If this is related to Terror, I like this name a lot. Thanks for the follow, man. Welcome. So yeah, guys. University also incoming. Nothing too spectacular here. I hope we have a university here for Mattheus. We don't. Interesting. Start going for stone mining. Even more stone is incoming in order to build a castle. Oh wow, Vubi official hosted me 34 views. Thanks a lot, guys. Big shout out to Willis and Nobody. My gang members, my team members, my boys. I hope you had a great stream there. I just was able to tune in there for a little bit. When you did this weekend SmackDown stuff. So thanks a lot for the host. I hope you had a really good time there as well. Nobody, thanks for the follow, man. It was about time though. I'm kidding, man. Thanks so much. And welcome as well. Welcome to everyone. My name is Demasred and you are about to see a showmatch, the first game between 4rk and Mattheus. I've been shipping in with $50 to organize this one, and we already have a generous $25 donation already. So in total, $75 donate. Not donation, but I mean it will be a donation in the end. But $75 showmatch here between 4rk and Mattheus, best of 5. So welcome, guys. Not true, 352 people are doing so. Well, there we go. Yeah, guys, for those of you who don't know, Nobody and also Willis are part of my team. I mean, I am also part of this team, so to speak. I'm not the leader or something like that. That's maybe sound a bit odd, but we are both. We are all, not both. Us three. We are part of Vubi official streamers, and we do stream a lot on Vubi official as well. So just for your information, feel free to check those guys out as well, and also check us out on Vubi official if you want to. Alright, so now 4rk finally clicking up there, and as we see, this castle is going to be incoming for sure, but just checking out the numbers of TCs, just 3 TCs, nothing too special, nothing too spectacular. Yeah, it's a slow game as expected, guys, as expected. Mattheus, though, applying a lot more pressure here, and this is going to be a dangerous one. If he goes into the space, it's going to be a tough one for sure. God, I'm telling you. 4rk is constantly forced to reinforce his defenses here. Also now going for scale armor, and we've seen it. Man-at-Arms now incoming for Mattheus, as he somehow senses that the Goth there, who didn't do anything for such a long time, could maybe go for Huskars, and therefore going for champions. Makes perfect sense. We see a lot more barracks now incoming. Probably Anarchy will be incoming as well, and from there we're gonna see some nice stuff for sure. At least it's either gonna be Huskarls, champions, or Hellbards. Let's see though. Oh, is it gonna be Hellbard? Am I? Yeah. Alright. I was just confused there for a second. Alright, that's all cool. That's all cool. If he puts a castle on that hill, with that 2 goals, he wins easy. Well, good point there. I mean, we see this castle. Obviously, it's protecting those 2 resources now, which is really important for Stark. Obviously, on the left-hand side, there's nothing too much to take care of. Obviously, there's his first gold still, but his second and third gold will be really important for him to get more resources incoming, and with that, he will be able to pump out more villages, I was going to say infantry. Pikemen incoming though, interesting, but not too much of a shocker, as he needs to deal with a lot of knights first of all, so maybe going for pikemen and halberdiers first of all, maybe the better decision. Conscription also incoming in order to ensure that more infantry is produced faster, and imp for Mattheus, plus forging and tracking. Therefore, definitely gonna see some champions incoming in a couple of seconds and minutes, while Stark is on his way to improve his economy even further. Crop rotation 2-man song, nothing too spectacular, but important for him to have this proper imp type of economy going. So let's see, guys. House Guards and helps. Let's see. Alright, for now we see a lot more. I was going to say we see a lot more halberdiers being produced, but... Oh wait, are they even playing on multi-queue? I'm going to tell them next game. Multi-queue for sure, but maybe they just play it single queue as the official. The official way is to go for multi-queue. Also, we see this forward cast right now. Timing-wise, it's fine, as he is about to be an Imperial Age, so he could engage in trap wars. Before that, that would be quite a ballsy move to go for a forward castle in the end of Castle Age when dealing with an imp player already. So there we see it, Longswordsman. And yeah, Malmadra says it. We're gonna see more champion stuff, don't we? Well, this is gonna be interesting. Let's see about Mattheus. Oh yeah, he has a lot of those barracks, doesn't he? Just gonna check his stats there real quick, just to be sure. Yeah, it looks fine, looks fine. I guess it's gonna be quality against quantity there in a couple of seconds, which is because we have gods missing the last upgrade there for their defense, infantry-wise. Against some fully upgraded longswordsmen, maybe, hopefully some 200 swordsmen, and also some champions soon. So the only way Stark could win this one is by numbers. Well, let's see, let's see. Stark prefers single queue and Melkor was host, so multi-queue doesn't stop single queue working. True. Neither will be unhappy. Yeah, I agree, I agree. Alright guys, so this is like an interesting situation, and I had my doubts in the beginning saying, oh my god, is this nice, Vietnamese and Gauss on Arabia 1v1, but damn, actually, this is actually the right thing to go for in the first place. I mean, I was just saying, maybe we should restart and do some, and hope for some scout wars, maybe Franks and Huns and whatnot, but no man, we want to see Stark against Mattheus, right? We want to see them, and I see them shine in the late game anyway. And this is what we get here right now, guys. Champion incoming from Mattheus. Also, plate mail armor, chemistry, and whatnot. Chemistry is an interesting one, though. Let's see. Maybe important for his traps and for the siege if he wants to go for more. Alright, and the champion war is going to take place in a couple of seconds. Amongst them, there are a couple of Huskarls as well. I would think that this is a nice idea, as there are also Cav Archers. But also going for a sneaky Huskarl army, maybe then attacking from the side and going for some raiding, as there are a lot of vulnerable spots, is also a thing to go for later. At least in the next couple of minutes, this could maybe deals a lot of damage then. I don't know what Melkor can do about siege here. Well, I mean, if he goes for Scarps, that would make sense, but at the moment he doesn't need any of those. He has a decent amount of Cav Archers. They're keeping this army back here. They're not good against Cav Archers, as they are 6+4. So that's nice stuff, Bracer and Chemistry together. But the Huskarls will do some damage, that's for sure. Not enough though, as the numbers of Huskars is not big enough. Furthermore, they're not elite Huskars. Therefore, it's gonna be just a plain, simple champion. Champion spam. Let's see what's happening here, and what's happening is just what we expect from Mattheus, but also from Stark. I gotta say, it's not only Mattheus who does, who's known for these kind of things, going for map control. I mean, I see Stark winning because of map control a lot of games, but Mattheus is the one going for this gold, for instance, as the first person to do so. And he also has access to this gold. Let's have a look at the resources here. It is 23 on gold for Melkor and 18 for Stark. He still has those both nice golds there. Also getting ATC just to secure the area a little bit more. It's fine, but this is dangerous. What is incoming there? So he needs to be really careful, man. Predator says, Mattheus 5 relics? Yes, sir. As expected, Mattheus. But thanks for pointing it out. Mattheus has all the relics. So this is his type of gameplay. Even though not too much, as this is Arabia, right? But if we just sum it up, going for the relics and maybe bleeding out his enemy until there's no more gold. Or let's say until he only has all the access to gold. This is typical Mattheus gameplay, right? Villager-wise, it's quite even though Stark a little bit behind there, in 109 to 118, villager-wise, as he is about to be pressured here on the northeast side of his map here, which is really crucial, as Stark will then lose the control over his golds, and that certainly is a bad thing. Those calf archers, now heavy calf archers, do a lot of damage though. So interestingly, I mean, GPN said it, heavy calf archer is obviously not a viable option in Imp, but in this case, they're still having a huge impact as they are the support of this army, so to speak. Or you could even argue that they're doing the main damage, right? Because for now, the champions are just dealing as a kind of meat shield, and maybe just killing those Huskars easier, elite Huskars. But those heavy calf archers, they're taking care of a lot of champions here. Great stuff for now. And it looks really good for Mattheus though. Even though quite even, I think Stark needs to find a solution against those heavy calf archers, and now those elite Huskars could maybe bring the change, the wanted change. And this is maybe possible due to outproducing the enemy now. Military-wise it's even still, but Stark should go for more military very soon in order to have the upper hand when it comes to it. And it looks good, it looks good. Now he has access to his golds again. He needs to secure it right now. He needs to secure this right now, otherwise he will lose this map. And the control, and therefore the game. Oh yeah, this is what I said. Just send a little troop of Huskars to the side, decrease the numbers of villagers for Mattheus as well, just to profit from the economical damage, as Stark has suffered some as well. So for now it looks really good for Stark once again. Quite even though in the middle. And those choke points certainly not good for Stark. He needs to find a solution still against those heavy calf archers, still bigger numbers. But don't think that we see more coming. Just checking the resources here for both players. Mihir D 1010, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. Alright guys, this is quite exciting. This is the first game. This is gonna be a best of 5, right? $75 show match. And this is just the first game. Just for your information, the second game will be Switch Civs. Alright, those Huskars are doing some work now. Am I able to fast forward here? Nope, this is a good sign. Otherwise I would have thought maybe my system is not doing well there, performance-wise. Also gonna check some frame drops real quick. Nope, not too many, just 10 frames also. It's nothing too worrying there. And this castle is about to get down here due to this trebuchet dealing more damage uphill. And now Melkor in a clear backwards movement. Well, interesting. How did this happen, one could ask, as those champions should have done way bigger work against this elite Huskars, and I guess this was quite of a outproducing here, at least here, when this fight took place. Interestingly, and also this raid was maybe too successful. has drawn Melkor's attention there, a little bit too much though. He is still leading considering military numbers, but Stark could easily catch up. What we see here, the villager numbers for Melkor, really bad. Really bad. A lot of villagers just died here. 110 to 83. Melkor is clearly behind now in economy. He needs to catch up by producing more villagers, theoretically speaking, which he does. This is really important, though Stark will now start causing a lot of havoc in the base of Mattheus. It seems so, at least. Though Mattheus has a decent number of military, he should be able to defend this one theoretically. Let's see how it will turn out. But Cav Archers against Goths, Miguel says. Welcome, Miguel. Well, it was... Let me think. Let me just think of what happened here real quick. I mean, Cav Archers, just in theory. I mean, I don't need to explain you. I mean, you're right. I mean, you're right. I don't... I forgot that for a second. You know very, very best. So, just Cav Archers with Vietnamese is not that much of a bad idea, but against Goths, now it turns out to be a bad thing. Though, in the beginning, Stark had his problems due to going for mass champions, but now with Huskarls, it's maybe not the best thing to go for more heavy Cav Archers, in my opinion. Therefore, Mattheus may be doing a little mistake there. Just go full champions. Well, this is what we've seen, a combination. Yeah. Let's see. Skirm is the answer to heavy wait a sec. Oh yeah, to hand cannon. There we go. Yeah, true. Oh yeah, you do want answer to GPN. Sorry about that. Alright, so this is really important what Stark does here, and this is just slowly getting back on those resources. Not getting back, just having his first hands on those resources by dropping down outposts, maybe even a tower. Let's see if you could afford this one. But most importantly, preventing Mattheus from going for more resources here right away. As this was Mattheus' way to win this. I'm sorry. Oh, this castle. This castle, I am not sure about this castle, guys. It's gonna be denied pretty soon. I'm not sure, guys, but by the looks of it, really gloomy there for Mattheus. Really gloomy. Alright, so this is a typical Stark thing here, just going for the map right now. Quite late, but still soon enough to actually profit from the remaining gold sources. There's still a couple of them left. And the mess is inside of Melkor's base right now. Yes, cleared up most of the threat, but it's not over yet, as the surroundings are still in danger. The champions, though, clearing up everything now, as they do decently against elite Huskars. Therefore, everything looks better for Mattheus right now. No, it's not going to be the end here. It's not going to be the end. More Huskars incoming, therefore, gloomy still. You can't raid with skirms, that's for sure, but you can at least defend against hand cannoneers when they would be incoming. Alright, let's see. Alright, we can see it here. There are frequent incoming troops of Huskars. Just looking at the barracks here. So far we don't see too much, as Stark is about to be pop-capped anyway. But he's going for more Huskars, that is for sure. Interesting stuff here and there. Let's have a look at the resources for Mattheus. Doesn't look too good. For Stark it looks way better, way better. Let's have a closer look here. Gold-wise, that's it. So the only gold income Mattheus has right now are his relics. Wait a sec, there we go. So these relics here, 5 relics, the only gold income right now. This is not enough. Gotta be honest, 5 relics are always good. 5 relics is the Mattheus way to win it, right? But with these goals still available for Stark, it's gonna be super difficult for Mattheus to survive right now. And this has a clear impact on his champion production. Heavy Cav Archers, he should simply forget about this one, though. At least it doesn't look like it that he just stops going for that one. Interestingly, Botkin Arrow and Masonry now incoming for Stark. Botkin Arrow maybe the way to go for more trash now. But we see no archers incoming. So maybe just in order to improve his defense? Let's see. Why does he go for Botkin? Right, so Melkor's still in a defensive move. Well, this technically looks bad, and this is actually bad for Melkor. Just keep in mind that this is Melkor we're talking about, right? He has faced a lot of defensive situations in which he had to clear up the mess in his own base, and then still came back more successful than one would assume so. But this can only happen when the enemy has no gold left, and when he can start to shine with his amount of relics there. And this is gonna take quite some while still. Oh, this can take some while. There's still at least 1.5k for Stark if we just ignore this one here. And it's getting worse and worse for Mattheus. The score difference already quite significant here for a longer time. And Mattheus says, no squires, no husbandry is rough versus Goths. I believe this is now Mattheus. I believe so. I hope so. Otherwise this would be... I believe it's him. Yeah, alright, cool. Welcome, by the way, welcome. Shoutouts to the bro of Mattheus there. Alright. So yeah, it looks bad, man. No squires, no husbandry. Looks bad, guys. And this is what Mr. GPN also said. Now we can clearly see why those heavy cap archers are not viable anymore. But this is what Mattheus has at the moment, and what he doesn't has is superiority and gold income. And still, I can show it to you a couple of more times. There's still so much gold left. This castle is gonna ensure that Stark has more income for now. Also, here we got more gold in theory. Villager numbers 51 to 129, man. So now, even though as a caster we should never call it a GG, but I think Mattheus has little options to get out of the situations. His way to win this, as I've said it multiple times, is to bleed out the enemy. That makes perfect sense, but I guess in this case, now that he's forced to act so hard on the market, it looks gloomier and gloomier, and I see little hope for him to get out of the situation, unless he somehow could get his hands on a huge Scorpion army. I mean, this is just theory and fantasy. But other than that, he needs to micro incoming little units there. And he's gonna struggle with that one. He always needs to go uphill to deal bonus damage, maybe to get one or two Huskarls, while those Huskarls can easily take down one or two calf archers. Yeah, and this is obviously bad. Mattheus does bravely, but his economy is not existent anymore. Most of them are idle, of the villagers I'm speaking about. Nearly half of it. And in the meantime, Stark's economy just going as it is, right? So I think we will see not much anymore. And we see Scorpions by Stark even. So I believe once Mattheus sees this one, it's gonna be over very soon. I just love them because of GPN there in the chat. Oh yeah, and what we see, the typical stuff by Melkor here. The offensive trade card. I believe there are little games in which we didn't see them incoming. Always a lovely sight. It's creating a smile on my face. Every time, successfully. Yeah. I believe once this castle's down, psychologically Mattheus will have no more reason to hold on in this game and then just call it a game here. This is the best of 5, guys, so we're gonna see if it goes well. 4 more games, right? Alright, the castle's down now. And yeah, don't want to say anything, but I believe it's over. Yeah, look at this. Also, the relics are out now. They're ungarrisoned automatically as this monastery is taken down. And yeah, it's a GG, guys. There we go. Mattheus called it a GG. Therefore, the first game is in favor for Stark winning this one here. Quite impressive, gotta say. And let me just update the score here for a second, and then we're gonna jump into the next game. Once I called a 14, I told them to wait for me every time. And I don't think that I need to sum it up that much. Though I learned from people like Nobody to think of something like keys in this map, in this matchup, and I believe, well, let me think of it here. I guess the heavy calf archers here were certainly playing a role there. While they were actually a good measure in the beginning, they somehow worked. In the end, committing too much into them was actually it was a mistake in my opinion, as they turned out not to be viable anymore. Maybe going for something else, as in full champions, and then maybe put in some scorpions himself. Easier said than done, obviously. Or I don't even know, something like this, but not heavy calf archers anymore. Even though in the beginning they had their momentum, I gotta say, I don't want to deny it, right? Still, they had their chance, but now it's basically over because of that. And yeah, so we're gonna see the second match starting very soon. I just wanna read the message here because I received some private message. Okay, and that's done already. And the next game is gonna be what was it called? Switch Civs. There we go. Han Solomon. There we go. Thanks for the follow, man. Welcome. And we are about to jump into the next game right now. Never thought of Viet's calf archers before. You changed my mind, so Stark says. Alright, there we go. Private message? What's the risk? Says, wow. Suomi says Nomad needs to be in the map pool. Yeah. I mean, if I did a what is it? A show match with flu or something, influenza, then maybe I would think of it, but not 1v1s, man. If it was 2v2, I would certainly think of it. Bro, what's your MSN, man? Fuck off, man. Fuck off. Alright, guys, so the game is about to start, and then we're about to see the second game. It's gonna be, remember, guys, move to Q, switch civs, and what was it? ECL Arabia. There we go. I've heard Nomad is Stark's favorite. Well, I could actually imagine Stark being strong on Nomad, even though I'm not sure if this is his real opinion there. But on water maps, he could be really Stark. I was going to say he could be really strong. All right, game is starting now. 1:30 spec delay incoming, and we are about to see Vietnamese versus Goths once again on Arabia, ECL Arabia. And after that one, it's gonna be time for Arina. And you know what that means, man. A lot of arena stuff, shenanigans taking place. Certainly love me that one. That is for sure. So 50 seconds left, roughly. I want to see Bulletin versus Stark on water maps. Bulletin got 2k rapidly. Literally just by learning water. Yeah, you told me, and that is for sure, as water is quite underestimated due to the fact that not many players play on it regularly. Just to think of some who are just interested in, generally interested. Maybe LB10 is interested in doing so and stuff like this. So yeah, maybe not the most representative elo there, but certainly water in tourneys, really important. All right, guys. So without further ado, I guess the score is updated, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So there we go. So welcome all, my name is Red and I am presenting you round number 2 of my very own show match between Stark and Mattheus, $75 show match, thanks to the generous donation of Mr. GPN, $25 there, in addition to my initial $50 there, and there we go. So it's gonna be Switch Civs, Vietnamese versus Goths on ECL Arabia, the last match on Arabia, and afterwards we're gonna see some arena shenanigans. So without further ado, let us start with player number 2 on the top left hand side, and his map. Oh my god. Oh my god. First of all, we got bugged sheep. Uh, uh, I could call this one, can't I? Wait a sec. Wait a second, guys. I should call this one. This is bugged. This is bugged, man. This is not fair. It's just one sheep, but it's one sheep, man. Yeah, I'll call it. How do I call this? I write it in the lobby. Admin re. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll ask. Okay, we'll do. You have one bugged sheep. Alright, I've asked him. Let's see. st4rk is about to find out as well. So let me just wait for. Yes. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it's gonna be a rematch. Guys, I gotta be honest here. It's a rematch. It's bugged. That's just fair. Alright. Perfect. Alright, so the game's starting again. It was a rematch, admin rematch, so still both players have their rees left, their personal rees for whatever reason. I mean, for whatever reason they want to go for that one. And they are allowed to call that one within 5 minutes in-game time. But this one, admin rematch due to the sheep. And the second game is about to start in a couple of seconds then. Sorry for that, but we just gotta be fair. I don't find it fair if Mattheus has one sheep less. It's just one sheep, but hey, it's Dark Age we're talking about. I'm sure you know even better than me how much of an impact this could theoretically have, and therefore I'll certainly go with that one. I mean, st4rk could have also stolen some sheep, or the other way around, then it would be imbalanced again, but therefore that's still another topic. In this case, no one did anything, the map was simply bugged, and therefore we have the rematch. In my opinion, not a big problem though. I see many streamers having a problem with that one, but I personally am okay with this, guys. It happens, it's RNG, man, it's RNG. Wait till we go for Arena, man. Wait till we see 4 relics instead of 5. Game number 2 between Mr. GPN and Dobbs, I believe. And yeah, Timotheus, I'm sorry, we were talking about Bilic in there. Cool guy, by the way. I've met him in Hamburg a couple of weeks ago. Was quite a nice guy there. Okay, so a couple of seconds left until we start. And there we go. Game has started. Boom. There we go, guys. So welcome. Hey, yeah. My name is Demazred, and I'm presenting you round number 2 of the best of 5 $75 show match between Mattheus and st4rk. And just first of all, I'm gonna spot some irregularities. Nope, everything seems to be just fine, but some really bad maps there. Starting with player number 2 here, again, northwest of the map. He's starting with a kinda okay map, but not that much of an okay map. This third gold, forget about this one. Second gold, far away in the back. First gold, awkward position there for sure. You could wall this one off. Left hand side is wallable, kinda, even though those sails are ugly. But still, this gold is in a kinda bad situation there, mainly because of the fact it's on a hill. So that is just ugly, so to speak. But not only aesthetically ugly, but also, I mean, practically speaking, it's just not the best situation there. Yeah, this wood line also not the best. It's on the hill, and also it's just a small one, so don't like this one too much. And here in the front, He could also take this bot line if he wanted to, so fine, fine. He has the Gauss this time, just for your information, it's a switch civs. His opponent Stark has a typical Arabia map, which is just super open, unwallable, there's no chance, tell me what you want. In Dark Age, this will not be walled. Stark needs to, I don't even know, man. He needs to start from here or here, and then just draw some odd shape with his palisades to wall this one off. I feel that Stark has a super aggressive map here. He needs to play it super aggressively, as only his stone is in the back, which would be perfect if he just went for a Trush. But hey, guys, just as a proof here, it's ECL Arabia, so be careful if you're going for a Trush. Be prepared for some different coasts here for your towers. Furthermore, the second gold super far away. First gold in the front, really bad. First stone, second stone in the front. Sorry. Ugly hill on the left side. Not only ugly, but allowing his opponent to apply a lot of pressure if he wanted to. Therefore, Stark this time in a situation just like last time, but even more now, as this map is not wallable. In a situation in which he needs to apply a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. He has the Vietnamese, just for your information. Switch civs once again. And yeah, this is it. This is it. Bad stuff here. I think Stark will save his res for Arina, where he has whole map disadvantage. That is for sure. But if he does so, then he actually needs to win this one, actually, right? Or do you think that he will just lose this one and just okay, now I got you. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see if this is gonna take place. I think Stark wants to play this one 3-0 right away. But it's not gonna be his usual playstyle, that's for sure. Oh. Alright, so far no mistakes, no mistakes. See those... Oh, Mattheus, man. Why'd you do this, man? Always does. always interesting with his ball lures here, but... everything well, no problem, no problem. Hoppa. Alright. Stark maybe provoking Mattheus there for a bit, which he does nicely against other opponents, especially, but Mattheus just is in a cool state of mind here. He doesn't get nervous at all. We can see it here. He does everything perfectly. Not just one villager idle in this TC is way better than just idling all of those villagers getting in. We know that people like Stark also telling, hey, if you do this one, you get so much idle time. That's bad, man. A lot of wasted resources, a lot of DK time, and also wasted resource time when gathering. But most important, this is an odd one here. What's going to happen here? Stark will go straight 3-0 for that Pentium, you say? Oh well. So I don't know if we if this could be, but what is sure is that he actually goes for this awkward wall. It's unbelievable, but actually believable at the same time, as this is Stark that we're talking about, so he will most likely just draw a wall like, well, till here, and then till here. Oh my god, man. So most importantly, Mattheus clicking up now. He has 22 pop. With this one, he will go for a squash, it seems. Yeah, it doesn't seem like this. It is like this. So we will expect nothing but scouts from Mattheus. It's going to be the question if he goes for 3 or 5 or 4 even. Depends on how this one will be. Just curious though, what does Mattheus know? Everything. Actually, he's aware of the fact that Stark will be wall up. Therefore, this scratch is incoming quite a bit too late there. Maybe one villager earlier would have been nice for him to go inside of the space. So this map is so big. The area that he needs to wall off is so big. Now I understand what he wants to do. Instead of going for this weird stuff, he actually goes for the more intelligent procedure here, which is just drawing the lines between the TCs, the one TC I mean. Meanwhile, we see a deer being pushed in. Which makes sense, so every incoming unit is forced to go close to this TC and therefore is in danger. Speaking of the opponent's military there. There we go. Sable with 3 villages now, this is no surprise, as he wants to speed up his Scrush incoming now, because Stark is about to be fully walled up. At least now he is not super safe, especially this left hand side is quite dangerous here. If the scouts just go in here It's going to be fine. In my opinion, even, this kind of wall is not the best one when dealing with squashes, as they can still tank a couple of hits from the TC. It's not like they will directly die. It's not like mid-arms that will just melt because of the TC fire. Unless they're Malian mid-arms or something like this, but even they are in danger. I believe the scouts can do really well, but I guess we will see this one being closed here. Meanwhile, 2 archer ranges incoming. If Mattheus sees this one, he would maybe be forced to put down a single archer range himself in order to defend an incoming double archer range archer production with a single archer range skirmisher production for a while. We've learned this one from the best. Those kind of approaches could be. Mattheus, though, doesn't know this one yet, but he will know what this one in a couple of seconds. And then we'll see. Hellrider, what's up, man? Belgium, yeah, 4K, man, 4K. Currently, it's just 16x for your information. But welcome to my stream, by the way. I welcome you dearly. Alright, guys, so this is what we see here for now. And as I've mentioned, the squash of Mattheus is not as successful as he maybe has imagined to be like. The reason why he goes for 3 scouts for now, not to waste any more food resources, maybe to have some spare resources for other ideas, as in going for the next age faster, or something else. 2k on a good day. Yeah, there we go, Hellrider. You call it, man, you call it. You call it that there. Alright, so Stark, as expected, wall up here, and now messing up his own amount of archers. He has no fletching yet, though. Let's see. It's not going to be as successful, will it? He could maybe melt through some walls here if he positions his archers in a decent position there, so to speak. But for now, it's going to take some while. Alright, so Belgium already making some predictions for the for the outcome here, playing the Nostradamus here. We'll see, we'll see. Alright, so interestingly, Mattheus now going for wheelbarrow while Stark goes for fletching. Fletching obviously needed. But the question is if this is going to be successful, as his opponent now not only go for one archer range but 2 archer ranges, more skirmishes on their way, as Mattheus already knows that there's a decent archer army incoming there. But I don't think that we will see too much from Stark from then. I simply do not think that. He may be producing a couple of more archers, but then I believe that he'll just play it defensively in the first place. We've seen him doing this even on Legacy of the Huns, and also on his own stream. Let's see if this is going to be like this again. Alright. So Suomi, this is technically not a spoiler. This is why I'm okay with this, as this is not recorded. This is live. We have a 1 minute 30 delay. This is just a prediction, so I let that pass. Also, I'm actually happy to have Belgium here on my own channel. So no worries, no worries. There's still a chance to see something completely different. Even though Belgium, being a 2K plus player, is quite able to read games here. Which I admire, of course. Alright, so for now, quite stagnating here, everything. We still see some more archers, that's interesting. Why was it the Arabia maps first? Should have started with the king of we're gonna go for the king of the maps and the second. You know, the best comes last, as we Germans also tend to say. This is why, certainly. Alright, so Stark finally able to apply some pressure, a little bit of pressure, by maybe denying this woodline, Probably not, though. Depends on Stark's decisions here. What's up, Greet? Welcome, man. Welcome. And yeah, what we see here for now is just Mattheus successfully pushing the army of Stark away. Stark for now not able to apply more pressure. This woodline is safe. Mattheus doing everything fine now. The question is going to be how long is he going to produce more archery, more skirmishes. He shouldn't too much, as this army is enough to deal with. Is it going to be enough? We're gonna see. We're gonna see. They have fletching, so it's fine. It's going to be an expensive loss for Stark if he just simply goes on in this fight. Also, making use of scouts with bloodlines and +1 defense, also good thing here. Mattheus certainly applying pressure, and even if Mattheus loses this army, the economical damage, considering at least the gold would be done on Stark's side, but Mattheus now in Castle Age while Stark is clicking up right now. Alright guys, so for now we have the situation in which Stark is actually late for Castle Age, right? Interestingly going for 2 stables. Interesting indeed. This looks like a more of an aggressive move here, even though he clicked up way later. If it was the other way around, I would say okay, fine. 2 stables. He could even go knights if he wants to make use of his momentum there. But now it's going to be quite of a brave move here. This could fail. This could fail if he really wanted to do so. Let's see. Also, bloodlines incoming, +2 incoming for Melkor. He goes for the knights. So I believe that going for knights himself, not the best situation, not the best thing. But I don't think that we're going to see elephants now in this matchup here. Don't think so. I simply do not think so. Let's wait though. A couple of seconds left. Now I want to see what Stark actually goes for. Mattheus finally going for Bowsaw. Extremely important for his economy. Alright. So now Stark finally should be aware of the fact that he's actually dealing with some +2 knights there. This is quite dangerous, of course. They're quite tanky, especially going beneath DCs and whatnot. Crossbow, spotgun arrow makes perfect sense, as he has a huge amount of archers still left. He could make use of them by taking into crossbows. And also against knights, quite nice when focus firing there. And we indeed we see no production in the stables for now. So maybe, oh, still, okay, we see those tanky battle elephants. The Vietnamese battle elephants are fine. They're fine for sure. More string coming there with Mattheus. This is not surprising at all, as we know this guy loves himself a couple of relics, and also defensively speaking, healing his knights if he goes home would be also a super advantage. Let's see. So this is a fight Mattheus should maybe not engage, as Battle Elephants next to War Elephants, the only unit in Castle Age dealing splash damage. A reason why they're called a imbalanced and overpowered unit, right? As they are only made out of stables there. It's quite of an easy thing. Alright, pikemen and husbandry incoming for Melkor. So he certainly wants to deal with those elephants in some way. Furthermore, he wants to improve the speed of his knights. Let's see how this one will turn out. The army of crossbows are getting huger and huger. So does he want to commit? If so, he will be eventually, if his wood eco is being improved, which isn't the case, he has a little on wood there. Eventually you'll be able to go for more TCs and is able to mass up more villages way faster than just going for battle elephants or knights. Let's see though. Mattheus still with 1 TC, exactly. I mean, I understand why, actually, as he clicked up earlier. So just theoretically speaking. But he doesn't apply the needed pressure. He just had this little moment there, but then he backed off, as the army of crossbows was maybe too, not frightening, but not efficient enough to go for a fight. And now he should actually shift if he really wants to be in a defensive position there. He doesn't have the resources for that though, not yet. And furthermore, he won't be able to produce knights when it comes to 2 stables. Let's see. How did Stark get so many levels behind? Yeah, good question, bro. Probably got... Maybe he even... I mean, we were on his POV all the time, right? I just changed once Belgium asked, so I guess he even said, what is it, idled his TC there in order to get those Battle Elephants up, maybe. Just a theory there. Alright, we see the Mangonel by Melkor, and he could maybe get some decent hit there. Was okay. But he's about to lose his Mangonels unless... Ooh. Nice kill there. The monk was directly killed. Just one Battle Elephant being converted for now. Suomi says probably caused by some micro-action. Well, that's still too much of a difference in my opinion. I mean, I could understand 1 or 2 volts then, if it was a lot of micro-action going on. Let's say 3 if it was completely... if it was Hans War or something like this. But in this case it's a bit too much. So not only micro then. I don't think that this is the complete answer. So now we have this beautiful engagement. And I guess Malco will be able to cause the damage that he wants to go for, that he wants to cause, as yeah, the elephants are slowly melting there. Even though they still deal some nice damage, some splash damage, and they were able to get some knights nearly dead there. Fortunately for him, it didn't work. So for now, Stark once again in a rather defensive move, but he does want to remain in that stance and goes forward right away, just to engage, as he knows that this is a little momentum that he has, as those knights are quite weak. Those pikemen, they could still apply a lot of pressure here on those battle elephants. The better the number of the battle elephants, the better for him to go for the fights against pikemen, as he does the splash damage, but for now it shouldn't be worth it. And exactly, GPN is calling it. Melkor is going for the relics again. I mean, I've mentioned it already when this monster was built. This is not surprising. So in this case, those monks have 3 purposes. First of all, healing the knights who are going home. One of my favorite moves. And also getting some conversions done against a Rise of Regis civilization, therefore expecting battle elephants incoming. And lastly, and maybe for Mattheus, most importantly, going for the relics. That makes absolute sense for his playstyle. Let's just hope for him, if you're rooting for him, that it works out, because in the last match it didn't work out, as he wanted to go for this kind of approach by bleeding out his enemy and then therefore using his relics. Let's see. Yeah, with the relics it's just impossible to start out the god status for sure. They can directly make use of the gold that they have in the bank by producing so fast. Alright, let's see. This fight doesn't look too good for Stark, does it? It's GG. Alright, Stark. Wow. Now it's 2 Arina games. Whew. Wow. Okay, this was fast. Didn't expect this one to be like this. Alright. Let's just update the score real quick and then we'll just jump into the next game right away. I believe that there's not much to say. It was simply the knights. We're talking about Goth knights, not the best knights, right? Still, they were good enough in this situation. Also, I mean, first of all, those were bad fights for the battle elephants. They should have been better. They should have been used in fights where they had a better advantage as a cause. Didn't go the way that that Stark was imagine it to be. So it's ties 1-1. Stark lost the second match in Arabia. Interestingly, really interestingly, for sure. So therefore, let us just go into the next game. It's going to be Arina, ECL Arina, Arina, not with an I, not with an E. I'm ready, guys. 14. Let's go. Nothing wrong with Goths and Knights and Castles. Yep. Agreed. I mean, we've seen it, man. We've seen it. Worked out, worked out. Alright, so next game is about to start. And then we're gonna see what's gonna happen, man. Let's see, let's see. I see you with that wearing tissue, yeah, man. It's super warm here at my parents' place. Just for your information, guys, I am actually currently at my parents' place because the technicians of my neighbors screwed up the wires for my internet at home with my girlfriend. And now both my girlfriend and me, we don't have any internet. And I had planned this show match, so I had to go to my parents, who are living in a different city. But all of this just for you guys and for me also to see a wonderful match up there. My brother will cry if Mezzo. Well, I will cry as well. I don't want to see Mezzo on Arena. I don't want to see Arena. Mezzo on Arena. It's just too awful, man. It's so generic. Maya on Arena. Aztecs, I could maybe. No, I guess I would be fine with Incas. Then Aztecs, then Maya. But oh no, I don't want to see any Mezzo, man. I don't want to see any Mezzo. I don't want to see any Mezzo, man. I hope I'm not jinxing it. I hope we all are not jinxing it, but let's hope for the best. Aztec, Incas, Maya. Nah, man. I mean, of course, with the Aztecs, you could maybe see some nice monkey action, but do I want to see this? Alright, let's turn off my own music here and jump into the next game, guys, right now. There we go. So welcome, guys. Yes. Ooh, at least no medals, right? So welcome, guys. My name is Red, and I'm presenting you game number 3 of the best of 5 show match between St4rk and Mattheus. $75 show match so far. $50 by me. $25 already generously donated by Mr. GPN. If you want to increase the amount, feel free to donate here. If you don't know how to do it, just look beneath the stream. There's a donation button, or just type in exclamation mark donation, I believe. And it will not be used for me, but for those players, obviously. Alright, so let's see, guys. Wow, it's Vikings against Spanish. On leg. Yes, on leg is uses the best command there. Wait, let me see what this real quick. Project Belgium Film. Oh, such an honor. Really, bienvenue, bienvenue. Je l'apprécie beaucoup et j'espère que tu vas avoir une bon ton ici sur le channel. Allez. So let's see, guys. Let's see. I just. Wow, I am so happy that we don't see any messages. Sorry for the hype here, but yes. Finally, let's start with this one. So now I can finally apply all the beautiful things I've started to know about Arena here. And there we go. Starting with Mattheus map, we can directly say with this gold, second gold outside. Let's forget about this one. Here's this first gold behind in the bottom. You are German? Yeah, I am half Turkish, half Iranian. I'm born in Germany, born and raised here, but I am actually... My French is rusty, but I've learned French in school from 7th to 13th grade. And lastly, my girlfriend is from France. She's Algerian French. And yeah, so I can always apply my French when talking to her family, basically. And lastly, when dealing with the great Eddie, when I've met him a couple of weeks ago, I could finally showcase my French there as well. And yeah, so that's it. But yeah, I have a multicultural channel here, speaking my languages. So. Alright, so this first gold, right, is fine. It's fine. It's not the best, but it's fine. It's hard for St4rk to apply pressure, as there's this... I mean, it will take him ages to apply pressure and to drop something here that could deny this gold. So for now, let's go with the fact that this is fine. So is the stone, the first stone, also okay. Lastly, though, where's the second stone? Wait a sec. Oh, there. Okay, there we go. Second stone, second gold outside. Not the best situation, but not a situation in which Mattheus is panicking. Not at all. We know Melkor. I mean, especially I know Melkor. My own channel was how to beat Melkor for at least a week, last week, I guess, in which I've only shown nearly all the games that he played on Arena, and we've seen a couple of people able to do so, but many of the contestants were not able. But some names, for instance, Miguel has done it, Stefan has done it, but so many games Mattheus has won so impressively, and therefore this map is fine for him. This map is fine for him. He has a Spanish, so we will most likely see some interesting stuff. Though keep in mind this is ECL arena. We won't see any vintage trushes or some weird stuff like that. Most likely we will see some. Well, it could be some castle being dropped, some stuff that we see also when Mattheus plays with the Turks. But most importantly, I want to see some interesting, typical Melkor action in the early mid game, as in end of Feudal Age and middle of Castle Age. Let's see, especially talking about map control. Alright, thanks so much, Project Belgium. I really appreciate it. Means a lot to me that you say this, really. Damn, Ice is Moroccan origin. He's basically Eddie. Yeah. Yeah. So looking at st4rk's map though, who's placing his walls here in order to prevent any siege tower ups here. So this gold is meh. It's okay, but meh. I mean, I don't like the fact that it's attached to the wood line here, and stone is certainly bad as it's exposed. Not really nice to use. Those golds are fine, but that's it. Second stone also outside. I really don't like it. So stone-wise, I see st4rk with problems there. He has the Vikings, so we could maybe expect him to go for some kind of archer action. Maybe his backward psychology showing us what he actually wants to do. Maybe he wants to go for some siege tower hop or something like this. But most importantly, we know that with the Zerks in the end of the game, you could apply a lot of pressure. Zerks being super strong in the late game. But let's see about this one. Let's see. Let's see. So st4rk is the first one clicking up with 25 pop. This is quite early. He has 2 on gold though. So when people are clicking up early, I always want to think of well, are we going to see some smush? And obviously with the Vikings, it's nothing too much to expect in order to you know, go for something like this. But let's see. He just wants to click up early here. Also pushing his deer. I forgot to mention that the deer for st4rk weren't that much in a good position. For Melkor, they are already gone already, so I cannot tell anymore. I believe that they were fine though. Villager-wise, Melkor is clicking up right now with 28 pop, a classical approach. Probably he will be able to boom. By that I mean that he will most likely go at least for a second TC, he could go for a third TC, and then work his ways. Though, this is Melkor we're talking about, so obviously we are not going to see a blacksmith in a market, we're going to see a barracks, a blacksmith, and a stable. This is my educated guess here. My education comes from watching 10 hours of Melkor straight. And of course, it could be that he goes for the scouts and therefore applying pressure on the middle of the map, therefore securing map vision and map control, and getting his hands on the relics. Speaking of which, they're quite positively positioned for Melkor here. 3 of them already quite close in terms of these gates are here. Therefore, it's easy for his monks to go to the left-hand side and also to the top, and also this one. This is quite easy. Whereas there's only one relic in front of a st4rk's base, also not too close, but those gates here are awkwardly positioned in relation to this relic, or the other way around. This relic basically being awkwardly positioned, and this relic here far away from the others, maybe even in favor for. Nah, not too much. It's just neutral, I would say. Let's see. So yeah, there we go. Stable incoming, and also blacksmith is there. Yeah, Mattheus is going to click up very soon, whereas st4rk does the same right now, right here. And we see a blacksmith in the market, a more classical approach. Let's see what's gonna happen, guys. Let's see. So we got a lot of educated messages from GPN. Something doesn't work out here for his logics there. I understand. I'm judging by the uptime here and will counts. I think st4rk is full will behind. Oh, of course, Loom, I'm a tit. Yeah, you are. st4rk might actually be doing what I told. Straight boom versus Malkor. Doesn't bother time. Rez going for relics because he'll always go scouts and try to get map control. That is for sure. So you think we're gonna see a boom by st4rk? So I think this is quite. Was it a good thing to click up that early then? All right. So while we think of this, we see the first chase in the game. st4rk landed the first hit, but it won't be for too long as the reinforcements by Mattheus are already incoming, and therefore, guys, it is about to take place. Ooh, this is, of course, he didn't, this was maybe bad. Mattheus didn't manage to keep the gate open there, and now he's in the base of st4rk. Not too much of a bad thing, as he's in there with 2 scouts. Let's see how this is going to turn out. We see first or second TC incoming here for st4rk, whereas dear Malkor still not on cast stage. We're going to see what he will do in a couple of seconds. Let's see what's going to take place here. Up there we see a second TC already incoming. 4 villages on gold. Nothing too spectacular for now. Ooh. A monastery. I mean, it doesn't mean too much. 3 TC's monastery doesn't mean too much. Just in order to get the relics. Somehow attempt to get the relics, but it's not going to be possible, especially when facing Mattheus. And also, yeah, having no military to go out there, basically. I mean, Mattheus still has his scout there in his base. 1 scout is already has been killed here. Let's see. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Alright, so the first Monk is already outside. Mattheus is going for the toughest relic here, which is in front of st4rk's base. Makes sense. Let's see if this is gonna work out. Oh, this is gonna be perfect. Oh, this is perfect. st4rk is in a really bad situation here. And while he has decent golds here in his base, there's going to be a timer ticking against st4rk here, which is basically when st4rk runs out of his golds there, which could happen after 1 hour in-game time. Then we're about to see a momentum, a huge window of opportunity. It's open till infinity for Mattheus, in which he will profit from the relics that he has. Though, in his own base, he has only this 1 gold, right? Therefore, st4rk still is not out of the game at all. While it looks gloomy here for sure, you could still apply some pressure and prevent Malkor from having control over these golds there. And once that happens, of course, before this window of opportunity I've been talking about, st4rk will have his chance here. But let's see about this one. So far, st4rk is already leading with his villager count as he was up earlier, therefore had his TCs up earlier, and his villager production is going right now. Decent amount of farms, so far looking fine. st4rk clearly never watched my builder. Yeah, well, that's true. Now we finally see the 3rd TC on the stone. I want to see some conquistadores. Well, let's see. Second TC, 3rd relic already incoming there. I didn't even see the first one or the second one, but this one was the one in front of Malkor's base. And after this one, we're gonna see this and that one. Let's see if this is gonna actually take place in the way that I've mentioned it. As st4rk has still not given up, though it's gonna need him to go for a super hard mind game, high T type of mind game, with sneaky monks being there in order to convert, or going for spearman or something like this. I don't think that st4rk will finally be able to manage to do so, because those relics are in favor for Mattheus, just location wise, especially this one. This one is the only chance that st4rk has, but this is a long way home, even if he gets his hands on this one. And even if he does so, it's going to be 4 versus 1, so it's tough. It's tough for sure. High mind game is to pick mirror to confuse the opponent because nobody fucking plays. Ah, yeah. Ah. Come on, Stark. I know you can do it as well. So show us what you got, man. He's already leading significantly here with villager numbers, and this is obviously even better for him. Like I said, there's still a lot of time for Stark to be really strong in this game. Though, Mattheus now applying a bit more pressure, which is quite interesting, but maybe he has this feeling that his opponent is simply not playing it aggressively. At least it seems like that, but we see 3 archer ranges inside of Stark's base, so he maybe wants to do something really interestingly. And this is it. Stark going for quite often fast Imperial Age. Not the fastest one in history, but quite fast still. Remember, each relic in Chaos Stage is like 2 vills on gold. It's only really post-imp. It's like having +1 will. Cool. Crossbowman also incoming, so most likely we're gonna see some Arbalest, fully upgraded ones. So the university is already there as well. Heavy plow now incoming. Let's see. Alright guys, this is gonna be exciting. As for now we see some more knights by Melkor. And no stone. No stone. Melkor simply does not want to go conks in this game, it seems. Instead we see more stables, and this could be actually nice for Stark. He has 5 arch ranges already, therefore his production of arrows is going to be quite intense there, and they're going to be able to deal with the knights, who have no upgrades for now, but +1 is incoming. Imp nowhere near though for Mattheus. Let's see. Still, for now, Stark has this little window of opportunity that he has created for himself as his opponent clicking up for Imp, and he is up there with his army. So maybe he could do something. Though this is Arena we are talking about, our walls are stronger. And Stark already starting with the trash talk. Kid, you're very annoying, 11, and Melkor just simply saying, I know. Alright, so if this army manages to get in there, it's going to be quite a devastating situation for Stark. Though he is an imp now, getting Bracer, probably also going to go for chemistry pretty soon. And once he does that, the Arbalest will have no troubles dealing with the knights. Though the mangonels could be a little bit more troublesome. Let's see. Maybe a little bit cavalry for him would be nice as well, in order to deal with those amigos here. Let's see. +2 incoming for Mattheus. Let's see, guys. Alright, he should see those mangonels now, yep. Alright. Yep, this is nice, this is nice. This looks good for Stark for now. He got one really important conversion there. The knights are inside of the base. They won't be able to apply that much pressure. The Arbalists are doing a lot of work. Even though those knights have +2 now, Stark at least has +3, Bracer, but still no chemistry. Well, I still think those mangonels are troublesome. He needs to find some way to deal with it. I guess only microing it with Arbalists won't be possible. He's getting chemistry for now. Also, Cat Ram is really important. He has the Siege Workshop there, but he needs to hurry, man. He needs to hurry. As those knights will be able to clear up any incoming Cat Rams, he needs to go forth with his Arbalest ASAP. The problem is that this base is not walled in a way that you would expect arena players to do so, with this kind of secondary house wall, or building wall, so to speak. Still, there's still a huge number here. Yes, Stark wanted to go Arb Siege Ram, but can't afford the Siege Ram. Yeah, that doesn't look too good for him, does it? I mean, he's still safe in his own base, but he doesn't have the economy to be more successful for now. He needs to go forth ASAP, man. He needs to go forth. Siege Workshop, quite a bossy one, if you ask me. What does he know? Well, He knows enough. Castle also incoming now from Malkor. Nice position here just to secure this area for now. Also not too much in the front, otherwise he would maybe be in danger when facing those cap rams. Furthermore, far away enough in order to be untouched by traps. At least those traps would need to come a little bit to the front, at least outside of this base here. And also a nice place to retreat, basically. So if Mattheus loses this siege here on the front, he's still able to go back here and still is in the middle of the map instead of his own base. Going for secondary walls here in order to secure this castle makes perfect sense when the enemy is going for capped / siege rams. We'll see when that one will happen. Imperial Age also incoming from Mattheus. And now it's going to be the question, what now, what now? Interestingly, Botkin arrow now incoming for Mattheus, maybe also to improve the strength of the castle. Let's see. Five relics, guys. 5 relics. Such a nice gold boost there for Mattheus. Garrisoning all of his knights just to regenerate there for a second and then strike whenever he wants to. Skirms incoming, makes perfect sense when dealing against mass ARPs. Also, siege would be nice, but for now, going for skirms, maybe the better choice, as he will be able to get elite skirms before he goes imp. 5 relics can buy you pattern after 10 minutes, and that after that being free on the side while making cavalier is huge, of course, man, of course. And yeah, you're right. At these 4 games, we will see, and hopefully 5, man, hopefully 5. I still believe in st4rk here. st4rk, for now, as a stronger military, that is for sure. But economically speaking, Mattheus is a little bit stronger. Not only a little bit due to those this monastery, for instance, really strong. And yeah, it's just gonna be a question of time, because once this army should be gone, st4rk's army, he will not have the best economy to deal with incoming knights and stuff like this. Maybe even, no, I don't think we will see conks, but instead we will see cavaliers, and yeah, they will be able to deal with ARPs better. Still not perfect. He doesn't have +4 yet, so let's wait for this one also to kick in. There we go, now he's getting +4, you're absolutely right. What the hell was he doing there? Just simply delaying his attack time here, as he's not able to engage with those knights. Maybe st4rk attacking at the right time here. He's also getting his castle up there. He will be able to go into a trap, or if he wanted to. Also went for barracks is nice. Well, we're gonna see pikemen for now. Helps. Let's see. Unfortunately though, this forward is gone now. st4rk has lost everything. With +4. No, without +4 even they were able to do so. Oh, this is really bad, guys. st4rk has lost everything for now. He needs to go for an emergency plan, which is first of all forcing his enemy to go for this base by getting out... Oh, chieftains also incoming, nice. But we see here Malkor getting paladin, iron casting. Let's see. Let's see. Alright, so what I was saying is now st4rk is forcing Malkor to come here. At least to produce a trap, or just to engage here. And if he does so, and if he doesn't do this within the next minutes, it's gonna be a fight between pikemen and paladinos. Let's see. Also, Arbol is still in production. Malkor has chemistry already, so he can go bomber cannon. Huh? You say it's not that essential. Well, that's sure, but still after that one, Mattheus would be forced to defend from here. And these are his resources, so I think it's still quite important, this castle. It's not as important as other castles, that is for sure, I understand, but still. It would make it able for Stark to apply more pressure. Because there's still only this army of elite skirms, not too many calves. I think for now Stark does good, but don't let yourself get fooled, guys. This is Melkor we're dealing with. He is perfectly trained to get out of these situations. Super defensively. And now he goes for the first strike. Let's see how this one will turn out. Patterns fully upgraded. No, not yet. Plus Blast 4 is still missing. Still they have the plus 4 upgrade. 180 HP. Quite tanky and super strong. And also something you can go for in a 1v1 if you have 5 relics, guys. If you have 5 relics, you can simply go for this one without any issues. A little great here on the right hand side, not too dangerous. But the most important thing is going to take place here in the middle. Let's see. The patterns are doing some work, though this is quite not the best fight, not the most efficient fight, let's say, for Mattheus, even though the patterns are doing the work, it seems. Could have been a little bit better. Still, not that much of damage produced for Mattheus. He still has the relics, man. Yeah, still. The castle's gone, but Mattheus now applying a lot more pressure to keep Stark where he is. Otherwise Stark could maybe reach this area quite fast. But not for now. Arson also incoming for Stark. Interesting. Let's see. I believe that siege rams don't do too well now, do they? I mean, I understand their usage here, also when dealing against elite skirms, but when there's so many patterns, they're just some meat shield for now, but bombard cannons are doing their best to get this castle down. Once this happens, Stark is in a really bad position. Because then there's literally not enough to defend this base here on the right hand side. Let's have a look at this map meanwhile. The skulls. There are not too many resources on the side, are there? Not any. Just in front of their bases. This castle's down, by the way. The stone over here. And the skulls. Oh my god. Yeah, barely any rest on the side because Stark had all of them in the back. Speaking of which, there's just this one gold tile left. And that's it. Uh-oh, now it's gonna be the time in which Mattheus is gonna be really strong. Let's have some comparison here. So Stark, 0 on gold, while Melkor has 24. And he has all of his villages here in the front. And he has the relics, guys. Wait a second, didn't this castle get destroyed here? Still... oh god. Melkor has enough resources to get at least one more castle. Spanish tech paladin already researched 5 relics. He's fighting against Vikings trash here. Doesn't look too good, right? It looks really gloomy for Stark, I was going to say. Because now it's a time for Melkor. It's the typical bleeding out time. Though on the right hand side, at least there's a little bit of progress. Not enough of damage though, as the pikemen alone won't do too much. Vikings would have made sense, but it's really difficult to afford this one. Supremacy, obviously good in order to deal with incoming little raids. Those villages will literally destroy those pikemen incoming. Yeah, guys, I don't know. Stark still has resources, right? He has 1.2k gold, but what will he do with it, and for how long will he be able to deal with this, as the paladins are already inside? They are already inside and now causing some havoc. Defensive castle is needed. Well, it looks bad. Zerks, I mean, yeah. What did I say? GG, guys, GG. Do I have to say anything else? Well, Melkor won with his strat. It was really important for him to get map control. It was really important for him to get the relics, and with that he could afford paladins so easily. And the Vikings trash, obviously, not so nice. Not so nice when dealing against so many paladins. Also, cheap counter, so to speak, counter elite skirmishes was not enough. Yeah, guys, that's the third game, and Melkor won this one. Therefore, score has changed 2-1 for Melkor. I'm gonna just update it, and then we're gonna jump. Go ahead for the next game. Let's see. There we go. Alright, guys. Alright, the next game is starting. Switch Civs on Arena, ECL Arena. That's gonna be Vikings against the Spanish again. And let's just hope that Stark wins this one. Then we will see the last game. This is gonna be a random land map. Really hope so, man. I really hope to see this one. Please. Oh my god. So, Sean Jibbo, thanks for the follow, man. Really appreciate it. And RuneScape says what this guy says. And Vikings Eco Boom should be enough to compensate for it until early imp. Well, we got to the point when there was no gold left anymore, right? So it was not enough anymore. I mean, it was still enough, you're right, because there was still enough gold for Stark, but there was not a little hope. I guess he anticipated what happened there. I mean, Stark already knew that he had lost the control of the relics, map control. Therefore, bad stuff, man. Bad stuff. Let's hope for the best. I'm just honest, I want Stark win this one, especially to see the 5th game. That's all I'm saying. Timotheus, really appreciate, man. Big shoutouts to both you and your brother. Big fan of your games, for sure. Alright, guys, couple of seconds left until the last arena game will take place. It's gonna be Switch Civs, as I said, Spanish against Vikings, and this time Stark will have the Spanish, and his opponent Mattheus will have the Vikings. 10 seconds left. Oh my god, the hype, man, the hype is real. The hype is real. I literally cannot wait. And like I said, the winner will win $75. If you're interested in increasing the amount, feel free to donate. I will not use the money for myself or my selfish plans in order to improve the stream. Nope, I will just directly give it to the winner of this matchup. So welcome everyone, my name is Red, and I am presenting you game number 4 of the show match, $75 show match between Mattheus and Stark. And right there, guys, right there, like I've mentioned, it is going to be Vikings against Spanish. Let's just make sure it's ECL Arena. It is all good, all fine. Looking at the resources here, anything bugged? Nope, doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like it. Nope, all good. Alright then, so for a change, let's just start with player number 6. Both players still have their re, since it's a match point. Stark might use it, yeah, I'm sure. You're right, and to be honest, I would do it right now. I'm not kidding you, man. I would do it right now, dude. Look at this map. Player number 6, aka Stark. All of his resources in the front. No space in the back. Gold exposed, stone exposed. Up. Rematch, please. Stark, don't fuck with me, man. You used it? Where? Why don't I see it? Why am I behind again? Where? He didn't he hadn't used it before. He can still read it. I know what you mean, man. But he must use it, man. I'm just waiting for the 5-minute marks, man. It's Please, man. It's a really bad map. I mean, I've told you, it's... Yeah, rematch.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go. Definitely, it's not even worth to see the host time. Oh, yeah, you're right. Gotcha. Alright, it's a rematch. Not gonna elaborate on the map anymore, it was really terrible. So I'm really happy to see the rematch. It's completely understandable. And yeah, Stark has used his first and last single rematch that he had. And now it's Mattheus only there with one rematch. Yeah, Stark also says, lol at your map. Double berry hype, it's all over. Alright, let's see. Don't forget to 14. No, sir, I won't. I won't. So yeah, guys, like I've said, it's a rematch, and we're gonna see game number 4 once again taking place. Let's hope for the best. So far, I really liked it. Especially the Arabia games were quite interesting to see. The first Arabia match, the second Arabia match was but then the third game, the first Arena game, I liked it a lot, and let's hope that this game is also going to be really nice. And I would be so happy. I'm just gonna repeat myself, but just to make it obvious, I want to see Stark win, just to have the game number 5. Then I don't care. I'm not rooting for anyone. I just want to see all the games. Is what I'm saying. I just feel that a best of 7 would be too long, and also I would have thought the prize would not be adequate, so this is why I chose best of 5. But let's see. I'm already grateful that we have 4 games. You're right, GPN, you're right. You're absolutely right there. Couple of seconds left, guys, and then it'll just take place. I hope for the best. Yeah, Melkor's re as well. Yeah, it could happen, man. But it's technically still possible that Stark wins this one. Let's see. Game is starting now, so let's jump right into it. There we go. Boom. Alright guys, what's up? My name is Red, and I am presenting you game number 4 of the $75 show match, best of 5, between Stark and Mattheus. And right away, we're gonna start with player number 6 as a change again. And looking at his map, he has the Spanish with an okay gold here on the right hand side of his map. And yeah, really bad stone on the north. Second gold in the back, that's fine, that's okay. Second berries. Oh wait, is it the first berry? No, he has 2 berries in this base. Ooh, the hype is real. Stark, so to speak, has one. Yeah, what else? Here, there we go, the boys are inside. Deer are inside, that's really important. This is really convenient for him to go for a lure. Then let's look at Mattheus here, who has his resource in the front. Ooh, this could be a rematch, man. This could be a rematch. Once again, I could understand if Melkor calls this one a rematch. I do not think that this map is good. He has just one single random gold, 3 piles in the back that are safe, and yeah, it's bad, man, bad. Just waiting if this is gonna be a re or not. Peter, was geht, bro? Willkommen. I'm just waiting, guys. I mean, I can just describe you the map. It's first gold exposed to the side. Not the worst, but certainly not the best. Quite bad. Second gold outside. First stone exposed on the edge here of the map. second gold outside, second stone outside, third gold inside. No core, man. It's not a Rematch, man. Bald nach Nepal. Training tue ich mir seit Wochen noch. Nice, Beta. Nur noch mit der linken. Really nice to hear this one. I see that you are putting in some effort, only to do it with the left arm. Big respect, big respect. Alright, guys, so it's not a rematch. Is it? Oh, it is. It is a rematch. It is a rematch. Alright, there we go. Right, this is an indication. I was actually looking only at this on the right hand side. Oh no, it is not a rematch. Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with me? No, it isn't. Alright. Okay. I was just confused. Maybe I just was too scared. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, in my opinion, guys, this map is super aggressively positioned concerning each of those resources. Therefore, I think Mattheus is forced to play it quite aggressively, unless st4rk doesn't apply pressure. But once st4rk finds out about these important information there, gold, stone, gold, ooh, and also stone there, he's fully aware of the fact that the stone is bad. Gold most likely is bad, but the fact that that his opponent didn't call re means that Mattheus still sees something in this map that is worth going for. As I said, 50-50 whether there's a rematch will give a Melko better. Well, let's see, guys. Interesting stuff. Looking at the relics here, this one is rather neutral. I'd say slightly in favor for st4rk, but nah, in general, it's just neutral. We have this one clearly in favor for st4rk, this one for Mattheus, this one again in the middle. Interestingly, we have maybe a little bit closer to Mattheus though, but this time we have two relics that are, so to speak, neutral, and just one for each player that is in favor for them concerning their position. And yeah, now it's going to be the question what kind of strats they will go for. Mattheus shouldn't, in my opinion, shouldn't just go for a simple boom there. I do not think so. But again, st4rk, what the hell? st4rk is clicking up now? Bloom? Now? What? Peter asking something now, but I guess this is not addressed to me. Well, yo, we are going to see the Trush. Guys, I'm just confirming it here. ECL Arena, so... Yep, we're going to see Trush. This dirty little... No, this is 1.8k. It's Arina. Otherwise I would have called it a re... I've clearly written it's Arina, ECL Arina, on the rules and everything. Really important. Pumical, was geht, bro? Thanks for the follow, really appreciate it. Big shoutouts to Pumical. Big shoutouts to Legacy of the Hunts. He as the main admin, host, organizer, so to speak. Someone I already like due to the fact that he is the host of this kind of matchup. That Hunts War, one of my very favorite things about Age of Empires. For sure. Not kidding you. Alright, so this is gonna be interesting. A tower hop, RuneScape says, well, technically possible, as we see no palisades or something like this as a counter measure. But now it's gonna be a plain Trush, and this is justified. And I've told you on ECL maps, you gotta be aware of the fact that towers are not the same towers. Resource-wise, they're not the same, and therefore you need to be really sure. You cannot just simply go Age of Empire, Arabia type of just simple non-ECL, non-5.8 HD, just the standard Arabia type of Trush. Just Trush because you're an Arabian, it's 1v1. Nope, it's you gotta be really honest. But in this case, towers make big sense. All of those resources are able to get Trushed here easily. And Mattheus now forced to go for the 3 piles in the back of his base. 11 minutes Melkor re. Wait a sec, this is not a re, bro. I forbid this. I said 5 minutes. Nah. It's not. Whoa. Okay, now I was I was confused again. Come on. Sorry, man. I looked at the wrong. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Melkor is fully aware, as I made it quite clear, and he turned out to be someone who's really paying attention to all of the rules, which I really admire, which I really like. Therefore, this was a shocking thing. I simply couldn't have imagined this one. Alright. Right, so the Trush is actually successful because, technically speaking, there are various approaches to deal with Trushes, right? You can either counter Trush, as in defensively Trush, or Trush the enemy's base, or go all in Villager. Allow the zone to take place and move your base, so to speak, but just in a reasonable way, and stuff like this. In this case, it's gonna be the latter, the last thing of the things I've mentioned, and it is just allowing the zoning to take place and now clicking up the castle age, which is viable, gotta say. Knights is possible. There's enough gold to go for knights. There's enough gold to deal with villages with knights and to deal with towers with knights and whatnot. So Stark maybe going a bit too aggressively here, but hey, let's see. I see, GPN, I see. I understand. And yeah, Stark now finally inside of the base here. Took him some while as we're on Arina. But let's see how long this is going to be stay like this. Because once Stark receives the message that Mattheus has clicked up, even though I'm sure that Stark already knows this one as he can read the score as a 2K4 player. Let's see. It's extra nice because Mattheus doesn't have market to adapt to being Forest of Gold. That is also important, but I guess this little gold pile is the reason for this. I guess so. But that's also an excellent observation there by RuneScape, I gotta say. Servidora. And there we go, +2 knights incoming, Loom incoming, as the villagers are approaching. Blacksmith now incoming for Stark. Let's see, guys. Let's see if this is gonna be successful. Barracks also incoming. This is what I like. This is really important. He needs to wall it off properly, though. Nice block here for Stark. Just lost one villager there. But those guys have +2. Now we need to see some spearmen ASAP. But furthermore, we need to see pikemen. Theoretically speaking, not gonna take place in field age though. Still efficient fights for Stark. If he gets his hands on those knights, Mattheus is somehow forced to mass up his army before he engages. Enough time for Stark to go forth. But he needs to pay attention really well here, really well. Ooh. Not gonna be enough. Oh, it's gonna be enough to get one more knight. Important stuff. Mattheus still trying to do something. Yeah, Stark is about to screw up here, man. That was really bad for him. How many villages does he have? 4 villages left. Villager count 36 to 34. Yeah, goes for more stone. He needs more stone. More wood also to go for these towers. Just to remember, guys, this is ECL Arena. I think Stark was probably going to try to make a point to show Trush works on this map in a proper setting, but backfired. Well, it looks bad, man. Come on, Stark! Don't throw it. I'm not kidding, man. I hate to see something like this, man. To lose like this, it's not nice. Oh my god. Good lord. problem is we don't see, yeah, St4rk is about to click up, right? I mean, he has the intention right now. And he won't be able to click up in the next couple of minutes though. He needs more gold, he needs more food. And he is, I mean, he technically lost and he is about to lose all of those towers anyway. Scale mail armor is important. He's buying himself some more time there with the house in order to block off the incoming battering rams and those knights, but oh my god, man. Yeah, St4rk wants to commit. He knows that this is his only chance here. He needs to apply more pressure to get up pikes, theoretically speaking, and then to melt through those knights, then place a castle, then going up with Kongs or something like this. But yo, this is fantasy talk, man. This is fantasy play. No. Oh no, St4rk. Oh no, oh no.
Yes.
Yeah, back goals. Group of 3. Fucking no, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, come on, man. This can't be, man. St4rk is not retreating. What? How did that happen? How did that happen? How did that happen? Joshua, what's up, bro? How did that happen? How did you see this? He could garrison his villages before deleting this wall. What in the? I think the tile of the north. Oh, okay. So behind this, okay. No. Oh no, it could be. It could be. Yeah. Well, anyway. Yeah, it's a glitch, man. Bug abuse. How did this happen, man? I don't know. Alright, so he's finally clicking up way too late, of course, but he has enough to go for a castle. Villager-wise, it's still kinda even, as his opponent is still with 1 TC, but is slowly getting back his hands on those goals. Slowly but steadily, especially this gold for now. Maybe you can forget about this gold, these 2 golds here, as the 2 towers are still there. Look at what's up, man. What's up, man? Oh my god, guys. Damn ice disappointed, man. Damn ice disappointed right here, man. So yeah, castle age gonna be up. The castle is gonna be put down, and then... Oh my god, man. Well, still. So, this looks gloomy. But it's not the end. I still think it's not the end, because we gotta keep in mind, these are knights we're talking about. Theoretically speaking, if St4rk gets up the castle, he could go for Kongs. And if he goes for Kongs, he can deal with the knights. Just theoretically speaking, I still see hope. St4rk needs to put down the castle ages ago to make Kongs. Yeah. Timing-wise, it's not good, but St4rk is not giving up, which is what I like. So I still see hope. This castle is going to be super important. Yeah, let's see. Okay, now more stone for Mattheus as well. He is taking care of those towers. And yeah, while he threw himself back with this attempt, he still has a nice map, doesn't he? He still has a nice map. What in the world is this? Okay, he's going out with 1 Kong. Okay, he needs 4 or 5, in my opinion, but then we'll see. Well, this CC I like. I somehow think Mattheus maybe thought, okay, maybe I lose this game, but then I have my re for the worst thing in game number 5, which is gonna be random land map. But yeah, let's see if this is gonna be needed for him. Melkor is not going for Expo now, is he? He has elite skirms. Also, Monastery, this could be still epic. Stark could somehow still win this. He's not out of the game. I'm telling you. He's not out of the game. Depends on Mattheus' next decisions though. He goes for knights, but also for skirms. Let's see if he produces more knights though. He doesn't. He has 2 TCs for now. And I don't think that Stark has more, as he needs to spend his resources on Conquistadores. And you all know, massing up them is harder than massing up a hereby, for instance. And he's getting into nice fights here, don't get me wrong. Also, relic-wise, nothing has happened, did it? And I see the nice move by Stark. Not only does he go for a little, not a smush, but just monks, but he could also take care of those relics there. If he does that, this could be really bad for Mattheus, who could maybe rely on the fact that Stark most likely won't go for relics. Let's see, if these conversions are successful, would be nice. Alright, Stark is still not giving up. I'd love to see this. Sanctity incoming. That the archer armor is incoming for his conks. He's getting some conversions. Now Mattheus backwards movements. Skirms are devastating, but they're still there, man. They're still there. The conks are struggling, that's for sure, but it's not gonna be the end of the world, guys. It's still not gonna be the end. Still not over. Yeah, he shouldn't convert them, obviously. He should just make sure that these guys are over there in order to get some healing and maybe some sneaky kills if some knights are outside or other units that are worth being converted, you know? You see? Full HP conks for now. Alright, looks good. Crossbows now incoming from Mattheus. Siege Workshop incoming. It is going to be a little smush. Not a smush, but just SM. As in Siege and Monks. Not a rush or something. We're at minute 35. Come on, man, come on. S&M, man. Yes, sir. You got me right, man, you got me right. Two TCs for Stark, which I like. There's still a difference in villages, more than 20. But this TC is in danger. Not enough crossbows out yet for arch ranges. It's not over though. It's not over for Mattheus, not at all. Mattheus is in his element right now. This is his kind of gameplay. Just be super defensively as if everything is about to get wrecked. But still win. Still win. I've seen him with 25 pop in Castle Age with Hans calf archers being pressured by Eddie today, and he got out of the situation, so Mattheus is clearly the best when it comes to surviving, man. Stark's internal walling, well, he did this because he was maybe expecting his opponent to come closer with some sneaky stuff. But yeah, siege tower hopping is also an option. I mean, we've seen Stark doing those house walls in the first game of Arina. And maybe he was expecting something like this. For now, Mattheus is about to lose his auto TC, which is not the end of the world, because Melkor still has this gold on the left hand side. The one here in the back is fully depleted though. And Stark also going for chain barding armor because of his knights. Interesting. Alright, Stark, man. Go, 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 man. Check his res. There we go. And also this. Let's see. Mattheus has more wood. More villages on wood especially. More in stone. In order to get up more of those castles. Maybe he could consider going for Zerks. I'm not sure, this could be quite expensive though. And furthermore, gold-wise, also not too overwhelming. Yeah, I don't know what he does, man. It looks odd, but I'm sure he has a plan. I'm sure he has a plan. He's selling stuff and buying food. Well, this could maybe lead to the assumption that he wants to maybe go for Imperial Age ASAP. We also see no unit production. Yeah, there we go, he's looking up. Yeah, Zergs with Chieftains rip. Well, this is true. And for that we probably need to see a lot of Scorpions or a lot of mass Kongs and no more Knights or something like this. I say no more as in... I mean, these Knights, they have +2 now. On purpose. I don't know why he does that. We see a cast here incoming. Quite of a ballsy move. A lot of mangonels though. The pressure is on. And this could still work, what Stark does here. Because this is the only gold income for Melkor. Let's look at this, man. Also getting the relics would make so much sense. Come on, man, do this somehow. I know it's easier said than done, but look at the resource of Stark, man. Look at the resources. If he's not aware of the fact that Mattheus has clicked up, I don't know, man, he should maybe do something about it. Mattheus also going for a castle now, it says. Building a castle. Oh, there we go. He needs to secure this gold, that's for sure. I understand this move. But also he's about to lose this gold if it continues like that. Those mangonels are having no mercy. They have no mercy when dealing with those bills. Let's see. Yeah, Stark finally clicked up. I'm relieved. And like I said, guys, I'm rooting for Stark here only to see the 5th game. I want to see a 5th game, that's for sure. And I just hope Stark will somehow manage to apply more pressure. And then I just want the best player to win. That is completely up to them, up to their skill. But obviously we are here on Arina. This is the home map of Melkor. Normally he should be in favor here. Let's see what's gonna take place, guys. So right now, Bracer, Thumbring, Chemistry incoming. Therefore Melkor certainly wants to commit more into Arbalists, or at least Elite Skirms. Probably Arbalists. Makes sense, would make sense. With the Vikings, obviously, Joshua just said it there, and Peter as well. So why not? Ooh, Petard is incoming. Oh, guys. But this is still Arena, right? He'll need more than one, right? Yep. Oh, please, man. Show me some epic action, man. Oh, this would be so devastating. This would be so devastating. The right hand side. At least there's a TC, no? For Melkor. Nice quick walls there, but it won't be enough. There's a huge amount of Kongs. Oh my god. Stark, man. What are you doing, man? Oh yes. The pressure is on. Let's see what kind of reinforcements will come to the front. Not too much. He doesn't even go for Arbalest, does he? Just going for leather archer armor. Okay, just to make him more viable. Ooh, this TC. This TC. Ooh. Boom. Whoa. My god. Okay, retreat, retreat, retreat. So now +2 knights makes sense here. Just to be tanky enough to get some arrow fire here from the TC. And now the question is, what now? What now? As the knights are incoming, it's kind of a deadly situation for Stark, though. He is about to lose all of his Kongs. Question is this attack justified? Well, it is about to be denied here. Some wills have been taken. Some wills have been taken away, considering their lives. But all in all, I'm not sure, man. It looked more devastating than I was hyped for. No, the other way around. It was less devastating. So, yeah, Stark 20 volt lead, but his army dropped, and now, yeah, he has to invest into something a lot more expensive like Calder. Yep. Also, no news concerning those relics here. I don't think that relics will play a huge role, it seems. At least for now. But, yo, you're dealing against Melkor, man. Never underestimate. He has this instinct, man. If he is thinking of something, he's thinking of two things. First of all, his offensive trade card. At least one trade card is going to be produced. We all know it's part of his meta. And then, frankly speaking, and seriously speaking, it's, of course, the relics. And yeah, for now he just wants to secure more area by placing a TC. Makes sense, perfect sense. He needs to do this. What about the resources of Stark though? Not much gold left. Somehow Stark in a bad situation here, it seems. He has this gold though, which is fine. There's another random gold over there on the right hand side. Does he know about this one? Oops. Nope, he doesn't. But he will find out about this eventually, as he has the intention to scout with outposts. And we now have it. Zerks are incoming. Good thing Spanish have perfect trash, Joshua says. Well, let's see about how this one will work out. I mean, certainly better than the ones of the Vikings, right? Lightcav also now incoming for Mattheus, though. Therefore, Stark needs to make sure that he has no overchargement here taking place. Looks fine. It looks fine. Let's see. So Josh was saying that if this goes trash war, Spanish will win hands down. Question is this going to be a trash war in the end? By the looks of it, yes. Because so far there's only gold being gathered, and after that one it seems to be over. But yo, we got the relics and we got Melkor. I'm just saying it as if I'm just sick in the head or something like this, but don't underestimate, man. It's Melkor we're talking about. And I'm sure that he doesn't want to go into a trash war. If he goes into a trash war, he'll try to mix in gold units. And for that, he needs to use his main primary income when it comes to gold. And that is obviously the relics. Let's see about this. So chainmail armor incoming, plate barding armor incoming. Interesting stuff for Stark. Question is, what does he want to do? I mean, he can go for... let's see. He goes for chainmail armor, but he has no... wait a second, where's his barracks? Huh. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of confused here, where he doesn't have any barracks. Only one? Already one, I would say. I mean, yeah, of course, only one, but this must have taken place just a couple of seconds or minutes ago. And there we go, guys, there we go. Melkor is doing what I've just said. This is really bad for Stark. This should not happen. This is a huge mistake otherwise. Because this army is strong, good, and whatnot. But yo, first of all, the pikes are missing here. Easier said than done, obviously. But afterwards, dude, the relics, man, the relics. The relics! Shit. Let's see. Bomber tower push, whoa. Whoa. Indeed, man, indeed. Oh my god. Let's see. This could be quite nice, but not necessarily super nice. Let's see. I mean, it's not like Melkor will run out of gold, will he? He still has a lot of gold at home. If he loses control of this gold, he still has the ones on the left hand side. Furthermore... bomber towers also on the right hand side. Interesting, let's see. Vikings can't beat Spanish at this point. Stark should honor their cuts. Well, makes sense. That's how Stark lost versus Viper in MOA, having map control but never taking the relics. Psycho's interesting. Let's see how this one will work out. I mean, at the moment it still looks pretty good for Stark. Look at his extremely strong economy. One would even argue that he is a little bit of going for an overboom here, as he won't be able to mass up his units. He's missing one house here, by the way. Let's see, guys. Alright. St4rk is buying stone. St4rk is buying stone. What will happen, guys? What will happen? So yeah. The relics are not being taken, but at least the area is being secured, right? This could be tough for Mattheus if he wants to go for the relics. Interesting stuff there for sure. St4rk's overboom, yeah, for sure, I've mentioned it, right? So many villas, this is way too much. He won't be able to mass up army. He needs to get rid of a couple of villages there. Not the forward ones, obviously, but yeah, maybe the idle ones, yeah, I mean, for instance, those, right now, right there. Though there's still gold on the right-hand side, we must not forget about this one. Still some proper 3 times 800 gold. Alright, so right now, guys, it's a bit chaotic here. Mattheus is forced to go full aggressive, it seems, but he's losing all of his units, and also those bomber towers do a lot of work. Furthermore, the trebuchets are still there, and it seems that Malkor is not able to do anything against it. He decided to go for this part of the army with his scouts. He could have maybe attempted to go here. Easier said than done. Decisions, man, decisions. Yeah, my mother says I thought this was over with the failed trush. It's gonna GG! It's gonna be GG! Yes! Oh my god! I don't believe it. We are going to see the last match, guys. Yes! Sorry, man. Sorry, I'm so happy. This is no disrespect to Mattheus. I love him, man. As well as St4rk, man. No homo, man. But I wanted to see the last match, so it's ties now 2-2-2. There we go. And therefore, guys, we're gonna see the last match, and it's gonna be random land map. Sec. I'll just tell him. Just a second. Alright, okay, I'll just update the scoreboard over here, and then I'll announce the settings here for the next matchup. Two, there we go. And hi there, guys, hi there. I'm receiving so many messages, man. Okay, so basically the match settings. Random land map. Mirror Sif. St4rk is going to hate me. I feel bad because I was actually considering full random, but I think it won't be as balanced. Just gotta be honest. Yes, sorry. Whoa, the Viper, man, hosting me. Thanks so much, man. Really appreciate it. Guys, welcome everyone. My name is Red. I've been hosted by Dear Viper already once, so welcome once again. Thanks so much, Viper. Big shoutouts, man. Salute. Lucky Nachito already with the host. Guys, don't tell anyone, but we are. Don't tell those players. This is a show match here. Best of 5, $75. And guys, it's the 5th match. It's the last match of the best of 5. So welcome, man. Welcome. Nice. Thanks so much. This is the perfect timing, man. Really appreciate it. So just for your information, guys, my name is Red. Sorry for the Llama Simulator. We are about to start the next game though in a couple of seconds. I am a caster, a quite new caster though, and working for Voodoo Official as well. And you're gonna see me casting here and there a lot. And without further ado, guys, welcome first of all, welcome. And let's just start with this. Yeah, $75. It's St4rk against Mattheus, best of 5. I've chipped in with $50. We already got a generous donation for $25. Let's go, man. Let's go. Yeah, Habibi Simulator. There we go, man. Hi to everyone. I'm so sorry I cannot keep up with all of those things here. But hey Marnold, thanks for the follow, man. Hi, Mr. Moto says, what's up? Goldus Stonus, I like this name for sure. And yeah. Yeah, Goldus Stonus says it here. GPN always mod in small streams. That's for sure. GPN, my boy. Valerius, thanks for the follow, man. I see Sogom. I see Beandip. Grabby, Stack One. Thanks so much, man. Thanks so much, Viper, man. Really appreciate it. Perfect timing, perfect timing. And without any further ado, a couple of seconds left, we're going to jump into the fifth game. It's going to be a random land map. It was 2 maps on Arabia, 2 maps on Arena, all ECL settings, and now we are on a random land map. 1 versus 1 mirror sieve. There we go. Nice stuff, man. I hope you had a good time at Viper's stream there. Wow. No Loom, but Supremacy. There we go, man. That was quite accurate about the last game there. Supremacy, or the game before that one, actually. Oh, those follows are coming in. I hope you enjoy that follow sound, man. I just scratched the sound there for a second. So thanks for the follows, guys. Really appreciate it. And we are about to watch the next game. Ooh, doesn't stop, man. So Burundle, True Love, Master Mauser, oh, that's way more than I've actually... wow. Thanks so much, guys. And without further ado, just feel free to keep following me or whatnot, and we are just going to jump into the next game, and there we go. Welcome everyone, my name is Damn Eyes Red, and I'm hereby presenting you game number 5 of the $75 show match between st4rk and Mattheus. And there we go, in the map, random land map I've said, we got rivers, so this is some water. And it's going to be Mongols, Mirror, there we go, thanks GPN for the update. Evern, That Score, Lunder Will. Thanks for the follow, guys. Really appreciate it. Just for your information, I'm streaming 6 days a week. 6 days a week. Just the only exception is the upcoming week where the technician is coming over. I don't have internet till Tuesday. But other than that, 6 days a week. You're gonna see me casting games. Age of Empires only. I only produce Age of Empires content. And yeah, Viper, thanks so much, man. The second host I got from you. I feel really welcomed here in this community, and I'm always trying to give everything back by producing, organizing those kind of show matches from now on. I'll do my best. Yes. And Mattheus is asking, this is a land map? There we go, man. It's rivers, man. What the hell is actually happening, man? So, Demi, without further ado, we also got Demi's at the same time. For Vubli official, because I was saying ATST, that was saying at the same time quite too much. Yeah, Greed said it, random land map and we got rivers, so GG already, man. This is really screwed up. But yeah, no worries. So about rivers, thankfully I've had some experience on rivers, as we are doing the weekend smackdown on Vubli official as well every Sunday. And I believe the one before that, last week, the one I'm saying, was on rivers. And yeah, it's actually nice and interesting. It's a wallable, mostly wallable map, but it's also most about map control. Guys, thanks so much for the follows, man. Filuni, yeah, boys. Carlini, shout out to Carlini. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Also one of the bigger contributors for this community. Really appreciate it. Thanks so much for the follows, guys. I feel really honored to get the follows from the bigger guys already. Only been streaming for 4 or 5 months, and yeah, guys, I'm so thankful that you also recognize the fact that I'm doing my best to give you a lot of content here, and a lot of quality content, hopefully, in your opinion as well. I'm trying my best, guys. I'm trying my best. So, like I've said, on rivers, we got those kind of situations in which we could wall, but definitely not the smartest move to do so. At least wall in a way that you can maybe estimate your opponent's oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. So many follows. It's hard to. I don't want to quit. Oh my god, man. I don't want to complain, man. I'm so appreciating, man. But yeah, so you estimate where exactly your enemy could come from. There are multiple possibilities. On rivers, it's always different. In this way, technically speaking, physically speaking, just going by land, it's this one area, I believe. And yeah, that's one thing to pay attention to. Oh my god, guys. Thanks so much. So who do we got? Iwuja, Ekheim, Vartos, Hand of God. It is me, Mr. Younes. Younes, man. That's a nice name. The straws. Thanks so much, guys. Now, rivers. So this is not a land map, actually. It's just part of the pool of the random land map. But yeah, obviously we got some water, and yeah, it's technically in favor for Stark, who's way better on water maps, may more experience, so to speak. But let's see, guys, let's see. Melkor doesn't go for water. You can see here he has the mill, and instead we have Stark. So Pensa98, J Mo, thanks so much for the follows. You won't regret this one. Following me, you won't regret this one. I am about to go heavy on the castings. I'm not about to, I'm already going heavy, man. Always casting 6 days a week, Age of Empires 2K plus content. You'll catch me talking a lot. You'll catch me saying the same phrases over and over again. And yeah, catch me at the Gamescom, man. So I've had the honor to meet Viper a couple of weeks ago, as well as MBL, Tato, all the others. Such a nice time we had. So I'm really grateful that they recognize me as well as I do recognize them. And yeah, if you're on the Gamescom, do let me know, man. Do let me know. And yeah, actually, RuneScape with a super good observation. The fish here inside of this map, maybe not the most efficient ones. Just speaking of the tuna, and that's it. So we only have little deep fish, and there's those shore fish here mostly. Interesting, Stark won the Scout War, so to speak. He has the map control for now, and he's walling up this area. He has walled it up just to make sure that Melkor will not be able to get from here, to get inside of space. But this doesn't mean that it's impossible, right? We have three of those dogs already, so most likely it's going to be some water war we'll see. Which will decide who will have the control over the water and then have the good food income. It's a matter of time, though. We'll see. For now, Stark was earlier. Is there earlier, but Melkor has more dogs, it seems. Fish-wise, we see 0 fish for Melkor. He just goes for the military there. Interestingly. JMO and Mr. Galdrak, thanks so much for the follows, guys. Just doesn't stop, man. It just doesn't stop. It should not. I'm really happy, man. Lashi Vas Max J, thanks for the follow, Mr. Moto. So grateful, man. Thanks so much. Alright, guys. So this is going to be a little bit of a more chaotic approach for me, because I'm not that used to do castings on water map, but this does not mean that this is my excuse. This is just my opportunity to do my best here, and also to try to adapt to what I see here. Right. So basically, once the water is being saved, and it seems that Stark has the upper hand for now, at least, military-wise he's a little bit better there. I believe we also have other options to use this overlay, don't we? Noob caster incoming, man. Noob! Oh yeah, there we go. This is what I'm saying. So ship-wise, 5-5. It's quite equal here for now. Scarface Frostborn, my man. Thanks for the beer, man. Really appreciate it, and hope to see you very soon once again, man. Frostborn, man. My man. Alright. So I had to say this one, man. Scarface is cool, man. Really appreciate him. Alright, don't forget about Stark's scout is counted in his military code. Oh yeah. True. I wish Dem would slap his chest for me. Nah, man, I also have my private channel. Obviously on Woobly Official you see me more, but yeah, this is my own channel, man. So welcome. Really happy to have you here, man. My boy. And you're right, we have to keep that one in mind as well. But dude, I've looked at the ship count here. Yeah, Frostborn, I'm more of a, I don't know, shy guy who is, you know, who's kind of trying to be humble and whatnot. This is maybe why. But I'm so happy that you found me. And looks quite gloomy for Stark, doesn't it? He's about to lose the control of the water, which I like to see. Woo. That was a transport ship. Damn. Don't bullshit me. Nah, I'm not even being Kappa here. I mean, nah, I was just not involving this one in our talk, man. We had a nice talk. We had a nice talk with Tato. Do you remember when he talked about his own strategies? His team talks, who's having the ideas and whatnot when it comes to secret or Tyrant, X-Tyrant, and now secret gameplay. This was way more interesting, you know? This is why I was just listening. And meanwhile, you know, maybe this one transport was taken out. We got this forward by Stark, and we can see it here. Archers are incoming, finally. Sorry guys, it has been a bit of a messy cast here, but mostly because I have to welcome so many beautiful new faces here. Till 9/11, thanks so much for the follow, really appreciate it. And not only are we going to see... Oh, of course, this is not ECL, right? Guys, this is not ECL, so obviously we're gonna see some trushes here. I've made sure not to see any blind trushes in the first 4 games, and we've only seen one trush. By the way, guys, if you're interested in watching those games, I'll upload them on YouTube probably till tomorrow. I don't have a real YouTube account, so I don't even know how to inform you. If you're interested in knowing more about this, just type in !Discord and join the Discord. If not, just be part of the stream, because I'm sure you're gonna enjoy the last game here with me just as much as I do. So as we can see, it's a forward here by Stark, double arch range, so to speak. Melkor now forced to go for 1 arch range at least, and go for either... either he goes for the arch range and then goes for skirmishes. That's Blacksmith he needs anyway, as his opponent still doesn't have +1, aka fletching, but he has... he could get it, and getting an advantage over those archers ASAP with skirmishes would be nice. But for now, he goes for own watchtowers here in order to prevent anything here from taking place, anything bad. Yes, Psychos, thanks for the follow. Cass61, thanks for the follow, really appreciate it. Yeah, man, Scarface, hope to see you on NAC2 as well. It was a really nice time. It was also really nice to play chess with Doubt, Eddie, Hiko, and Lyri. Some 2K chess plays on the Shisha bar. The Shishas were not good though, but no hate to Nili, he's a great guy. Great organizer of tournaments. Big shoutouts, and hopefully, Scarface, hopefully, NAC2. Let's see. So Mattheus with a interesting wall up here. We see this one taking place often. Just he needs to make sure that... Yeah, he actually made sure that the rest of the map is kind of walled here, in terms of those archers being forced to go through this TC if they wanted to approach. Therefore, this space has been zoned, but Mattheus still has his base on the other side of the map, which is not safe though. Stark can go for more transport ships if he wanted to, but Melkor made sure that he has control of the water right now. I just want to see about the fish count here. Fish should be still possible. Oh, I thought I dropped there for a second, but we got a pause. Okay, that's the first pause in the game, so that's okay. Forgive me, guys, forgive me. Yeah, should be fine, should be fine. Oh yeah, let's continue. Alright, all cool, all cool. Oh, this is what we always get after the pause. Alright, just gonna rebalance the speed here for a second. No worries, guys, no worries. Or are we gonna have a second pause? We are. Interesting. You are forgiven, the straw says. Thanks so much. GPN says so. Whoa, this one... Yo, Malco, what are you doing, man? You need to be in your TC. Oh my god, this is such a free walk for Stark. Ooh, so devastating. What do you think, pause? Malco's mommy... Aww. This is really bad, guys. This is really bad. This shouldn't have happened, man. If you wall like this, you do it because you are having your... Oh my god, man. Devastating! Melkor, what are you doing? I mean, now it's kind of a rebalance move. As we can see, it's 35 to 38. Melkor's still leading on Third account. But this was so needed by Stark. Now everything is in balance here.
Yes.
Sack cat rush. Stark had a cat rush. There we go. Alright, all good, guys. All good. So, guys, what to say about this? I certainly didn't like Melkor's move here. Ah, again, another pause? Oh no, it's fine. Well, happens. And yeah, that is really bad, because this has given Stark the opportunity to get his hands on some vills. Speaking of which, it just doesn't stop here. Poor Melkor. But now I don't feel as bad about it, because I was thinking about full random and random land map. I've chosen random land map, and it was rivers, man. I still feel bad, I'm honest. I still feel bad. I want it to be a super balanced mirror match in Game 5. Now we have water involved, and I know that Stark is simply better. Still, no hopes being destroyed. Melkor is known to be the defensive guy. He is getting to Castle Age finally. And, yeah. Obviously that's not good, is it? The pressures on the Siege Workshop is there. Gloomy stuff, man. Gloomy stuff. More villages being produced, obviously. Just some random stuff that I mentioned here and there. Yeah. Question is also, did Melkor maybe overcommit on water? It was needed though. He has 13 fish. It doesn't look as bad as one would assume. Still, it looks bad. And now he's being surrounded by his opponent. It looks just awful here. How did this even happen? Being forced to put down so many towers, obviously not good for his economy. Furthermore, still not being at cast stage means that he's not able to put down his TCs, right? If he was in cast stage earlier, obviously he could have gone for more TCs. But nope, nope. Only right now we can see it happening. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope for a late game here, as we've seen in the first 4 games, only late games. Not true though, not true. The second Arabia game was not that much of a late game, gotta be honest as well. Let's see. The pressure is on. Melkor is in a certainly bad situation. Question is, how can he get out of the situation, right? Just thinking of it, logically speaking. Of course, the siege work is really important, but also second TC is important. His resources don't allow him to go for more TCs. That is just plain simple. So therefore, going for a siege workshop is super important, because he needs his mangonels to get rid of those battering rams that were taking down this TC, and also those scav archers would have been countered by mangonels. But yeah, he has no more TC for now. He's falling back in the economy. One would assume though Stark is going super forward. He is placing down his TCs right now, which is a smart move, as he is aware of the situation that he has applied a lot of pressure and damaged Melkor's economy that significantly that he can now step a little bit back and go for a proper and healthy boom there for his own economy, for their own sake of his economy, just to make sure that everything goes the way it should go, the safe way, so to speak. He could, of course, go full aggressive, but Creatred, thanks for the follow, man. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the gang, to the team. Really appreciate it, man. Mongol Calf Rogers, woo! Joshua says, oh, there you go, man. Furthermore, I'm also gonna plug in my charge my phone here. In the meantime, how is this? I just realized that I don't have enough. How do I charge my phone? How do I charge my phone, man? Damn. I'll find a solution. Oh, some good kills, some good kills. This is important. Melkor is doing his best here. Has his TC back, so to speak. He's not off the game yet. Villager-wise, it's not too gloomy. Fish-wise, it's perfect for him, so this is one of the main reasons why he's not off the game yet. I believe we will see some things still happening. It will depend on Stark's decisions when he will go for the next attack, right? Looking at the resources here, Melkor has 0 on food, it says, but it is actually his fish, right? Yeah, it's just no villagers and food. But he has a decent amount on wood, obviously. Stone, nothing though. Whereas Stark gets his hands on some. In order to place down a castle, most likely. Yeah, no, he's just doing that because he was forward with his villagers. But maybe, not only maybe, it makes perfect sense to go for a castle over here. Why not? Or even in a more... Ooh. Bad stuff. Another TC being denied. Bad decisions there for Melkor. But he deleted that one on purpose, I assume that because he didn't have as much stone left there a couple of seconds ago. Meanwhile, 4th DC also incoming for Stark, meaning that he's going for a super boom. He can afford this one to happen, I guess. He can afford this one. GPN also says it's GG. Well, as a caster, I'm not allowed to say so. I must always think of alternatives here, but yeah, doesn't look good, does it? GG. Ah, this is why I said it's GG. Nicest land map. Oh, Mattheus, man. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Yeah. RuneScape. He told me this one, I believe, 3 months ago, and I'm still not paying attention to that one. I'm sorry. I thought it would be 3-1 after losing Arina, he says. Arabia. Yeah, most of the viewers thought this one. That's for sure. So guys, the matchup, the match is over. And I would say I feel kind of bad for the last map being on rivers, but it was a random land map. And both have agreed on it, so I'm sure